Last time, on the crawling Dusk. The crew returned to a warm welcome and a gruesome scene on the Bitter Douc. While combating the Siren's charms, it seemed knife-wielding monkeys had attempted to do harm to Baggi as she offered advice to Bill Windigo in the crow's nest. Along with the dead assassin monkeys, the corpse of a pale, semi-translucent octopus lay sprawled on the deck. Thanks to Baggi and the one who sent the pale cephalopod, the crew would be having calamari for lunch. Yuta seemed astonished by the ship's ability to move with no sails, but was torn from his awe at Baggi's mentioning of the names Miyuki and Shizuyo. He remembered them as his kin, of the Enomoto clan and the Pirate King legacy, though the details were still foggy. After responding to a loom from Seymore, Baggi made certain the dead monkeys would tell no tales before dumping them into the icy waters of the North Sea. I meant to loop that. My bad. Alright, where was I? A white sheet was seen on the horizon, the final span of frozen water to be passed over. To pass the time, Rod cast a line with Kenta and caught himself an electric eel. Fenro tried his hand at some bluegrass on Yuta's lyre. Baggi took to snoozing, and Sawyer worked to craft some glassblowing tools. While the crew passed time, a massive shadow trailed behind the ship, approaching rapidly. Yagi, the first to notice, ran through the cabins, announcing the danger. Fethra LaPlunge had tracked the Bitter Douc using her octopus as a scout, and after catching up, rose from the waters on the back of a massive shark. As the giant shark gnashed at Rod, flopping partially onto the poop deck, Fenro utterly walloped it, square in the nose. The shark scrunched back as Fethra LaPlunge steadied her footing on the slippery shark hide. A fairy fire, mistaken as a big shark stink, prompted what Rod thought was a wink from LaPlunge. This wink, however, involved Fethra pulling back her hood to reveal her horrific, barnacle-encrusted, droopy-nosed, hollow, luminous, green-eyed face, which caused Sawyer to cringe and turn away. Fenro, having stood in the presence of the visage of undeath itself, was unfazed by her daunting aura. He summoned an abyssal frying pan that rattled her skull, followed by his ethereal pitchfork skewering her through the gut. Rod followed the pummeling with a sacred flame, flicked over the water to engulf her. She fell back toward the water, the three other figures lurking below, ready to catch her. Baggi said, "I'm not letting this happen again," went big Baggi mode and dove forward to catch the silhouette in the flickering white fire before it could be doused by the icy waves. Her slimy form slammed down onto the planks, and Baggi, still clutching Fethra LaPlunge's seaweed locks, snapped the sea hag's neck for good measure. Both Fenro and Sawyer attempted to heal the gash left in Rod's side by the shark, but at Sawyer's wink, Rod rejected his magic, claiming that he'd made it weird. Baggi stood stoic over the sea hag's corpse and stated, "Try harder," as she investigated it for anything of interest. She pulled from her soggy rags a mounted fish that sang at the push of its belly, and another crochet circle like the one found on Sudzi the octopus scout was retrieved, along with the novelty fish. Instead of snapping it in half, Baggi greeted it. A response from the one who sent Fethra was heard, and her reason for needing Shizuyo's soul was revealed. Shizuyo's soul held some kind of importance to the one who controls the frost giants, and could be bartered to gain protection from that entity. At this reveal, Baggi smartly said, "Good to know," and snapped the crochet circle in twain. In the remaining 3 hours of the journey to Pirate Island, Fenro checked in with Yuta, who, as a man who'd been captured by a creature that lures in and drowns her prey, was understandably shaken by the presence of the sea hag. Fenro used the mounted singing fish to cheer him up and alleviate his fears. Sawyer crafted a clean-looking pipe and vase from the flail snail slime, taking his time as it was his first attempt to blow glass. Rod rested, then became fishing rod once again. Baggi cleaned up, and Stove bugged out for a moment due to the Lovecraftian-esque dye corruption. Pirate Island finally appeared on the horizon. Captain Apricot thanked our heroes for all they'd done, shutting Stove down after he'd gone haywire, venturing across the icy wastes to find a new power source for the ship's engine, saving those that were lured in by the hauntingly beautiful creature in the cave. I'm of course referring to Gale. And everything in between. It's time to take refuge in the fires of Pirate Island, perhaps meet the other adventurers and locals, and prepare for the arduous journey through the blizzards of Ventraloom to find the ruins of Vardenwald, and hopefully the cure to the crawling Dusk. And this is where we find our heroes.
Poop deck.
Were you holding that in this whole time? Oh, beautiful. Get some ambiance going.
How about, are you still able to see?
Yeah, I'm able to see. I'm walking to my farm right now.
Cool.
I'm gonna be able to chill.
As you all walked across the icy water, the frozen water, and onto the deck, you're greeted by this lady here, who goes, "Hey, you guys made it! Don't worry, it'll cool down here in a second. But welcome, come on, follow me, follow me."
You know us?
Yeah, we were expecting you.
Alright.
And I mean, besides, I'm kind of the greeter anyways, you know. I welcome anybody that shows up on the shore. If you have any questions, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna show you to, you know, the place that you can plop all your stuff and, you know, settle in.
Oh, Baggy's gonna insight check her.
Okay, go ahead and roll me that.
Let's say she's a mite bit suspicious. Oh, wait a second. Let me just double check which ones it is. It is insight that I have passive advantage on. Alright. 13.
Okay. You can tell she is the greeter of Pirate Island, it seems. She may be one of the locals here, right? One of the ones that aren't just there to pass by, you know, who actually lives here and maybe has lived here for quite some time. You do realize that she seems to be a little bit not all forthcoming, but part of that is that, you know, she's just meeting you guys.
Maggie's gonna try and poke and prod a little bit, see if she can ascertain some more. So she's gonna ask stuff like, so, whom all told you we were, coming in?
Well, Elro contacted Ergon, and Ergon told me. Sorry, not Ergon. Rest his soul. Talking about Orvo.
So you guys actually, I didn't realize y'all had, worked with Ergon before? I guess, yeah, if you came up to the ruins, y'all probably saw him a lot, huh?
Oh yeah, he passed by this way a number of times. But yeah, I don't know. I heard that he kicked the bucket.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
bucket in this case being a horrible black disease consuming his entire being until he just died.
That doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
Oh
Kicked
man.
the horrible black disease.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like given circumstances, being specific kind of is important.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Right, yeah.
I just would have replaced a different word, you know.
We've seen what it can do. couple have come down with it over the over the past few months. When you go to the ruins, of Denier, you take that kind of risk.
Yeah, that seems to be quite the occupational hazard now, don't it? How just out of curiosity, how often do you, per the amount of people that go there, how often do they come back with some of that crawling dust sort of creeping sickness? Would you say it's 50%, 40%, 60%? Ballpark it.
I wouldn't say
precise.
I wouldn't say up to 50. It's more like a 20%, if that.
Okay.
It's fairly rare, but it's not anything we haven't seen.
That guy's swole.
Yeah, as you pass, this guy seems to be standing in front of the primary tent. He's got his arms crossed and just kind of glares at you as you pass by.
So what's going on in there?
I'm gonna ask him how much he benches.
Mitch,
Dude, that looks burner, bro.
Mitch, did we catch her name, by the way, real quick?
Oh, no, she hasn't even introduced herself. Or
All right.
maybe she did.
I'll
no,
ask
she
that
goes.
after you do, Mitch. Next one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Nick, you walk up to the big man.
Yo, how much you bench?
I bench. I'm not bench. What do you want?
Never mind. And I just kind of walk away as I realize how that conversation is about to go down.
Yeah, he's
So what you got going on in that?
Reese isn't too friendly. He was hired and is pretty much just muscle.
Looks like
Hey,
a
I
bouncer.
understand. Sometimes that's what you need. By the way, I don't think we caught your name.
Oh, me? I'm Morgo.
All right.
A born and raised pirate islander.
Does that make you a pirate?
I guess technically, but I'm not exactly on the water, so not the traditional kind.
What's in that big middle tent?
Oh,
Parties or something?
well, that's the that would be the buyer.
Buyer?
Buyer.
The buyer.
What's he do?
So, are you telling me there's someone here in the town that buys the Denier ruin stuff, or is this more just like a procurer of goods from all about?
He has been to other places, but he's since settled down here for a while at least, and is buying up as much of what comes back from Denier as he can.
Does he own a guy that stuff?
Just pure curiosity. You wouldn't happen to have noticed him having any, let's say, insignias or such? Maybe something that looks like this, and Baggy's gonna try and, jot out from what she's seen on, Tolgi. And, what is it? Helga? Is that the sister?
Mm-hmm.
Helki? Yeah. The little...
Oh wait, Tolgi
golden.
and Halil.
Halil, that's it. I had it somewhere in here. I just hadn't gone to that page yet. But some of the, what is it? Golden tail, symbol. Just see if that, if Morgo's seen him with anything similar to that.
She looks at it and thinks for a second. I haven't seen the buyer with this particular insignia. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
You got it, Boss Hoss. Yeah, okay. So this is just nil. or rather, standard advantage. All right, nat 20.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well done.
25, baby.
First natty of the
It's a
night.
party.
Woo.
I
See,
tell you, Baggy rolls good on talking.
Yeah, Morgo
this is
leans
the part,
into you
gotta.
guys and says, I don't know how you guys know about that symbol, and I'm not getting myself involved in anything here, okay? And it's not even really my place to talk about the other people in this town, you know, because they're people come and go. They're from all walks of life. It's none of my business, right? But
I gotcha.
the group over, well, in the southwest tent, I seen that insignia on them.
Gotcha.
They're the only ones, though.
Talking about
Definitely.
talking about that one cat fella.
Oh, the Bingus Bard? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Ain't he just so cute?
No, that would be the. Oh, sorry. Did I say southwest? Southeast.
Southeast. Okay.
Thank goodness.
Sorry, I'm
You had me
pretty
worried there for a
good.
second.
Pretty good in the wild, but my sense of direction, oof. It's why I stay here in the encampment.
I understand.
Nah.
Oh, and
Actually,
this here,
really good.
this here
compass in my
behind me
mouth.
is your tent. It used to
All
belong
right.
to somebody else, but they have ended up in the maw of a tiger. So, you know, that's the way it goes. And now it can be
Hey.
yours.
Damn.
Sometimes that's the way it goes.
It seems like a pretty, interesting way to go at least.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm sure that won't happen to us, though.
He owned the one next to it as well, so it seems like you guys have a large group here. You may need both of them.
Yeah, quite a little menagerie we done got. Yeah. Thanks again for the information, by the way, Morgo. Let's just we'll say occupational hazards have made me a little antsy about anyone who seems a little too well funded for what you'd expect.
Right? Yeah, they
so-
seem like they've got a well-equipped gang over there. They were friendly enough when they first arrived, but they've been keeping to themselves.
See, that's how you get you. They all smiles and sunshine and promises of greatness, and then next thing you know, you're in debt to a Supreme Thieves Guild for the rest of your life, working for someone who ain't gonna pay you nearly as much as you're worth. Ain't worth it. Ain't worth it.
Right?
But yeah,
Yeah.
no, you seem like a good kid.
We all been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Fenro says,
Baggi.
stuffing his face with a roll.
So, apart from the buyer, you guys got any merchants around here?
Well, no merchants per se, but the locals are always up for trading most of the time. And Sawyer, go ahead and make me a perception check. Just as you were walking through the town, see if you noticed anyone in particular that is, may have something worth your while. 13. Alright, nothing is exactly sticking out. You saw people seem to have, basic equipment. Seems like the Froblin has a pretty large pack. The other person that stuck out to you was next to the Bingus Bard, or across from, rather, is this kind of hooded figure, is dressed up kind of like a frog. Looks a little bit like a grung from afar, but is actually, just their clothing, and holds this really massive, glowing cauldron, a portable cauldron on their back. seems as though they may have unique items or specialty items. Ooh, nice crit. Nice. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Another crit.
So I was checking the D4 just because I forgot I had the glamour weave gloves, which added D4 to persuasion once per day. Obviously, I
Oh.
don't need it, but had I used it for the one per day, that would have been a 29 on persuasion,
Jeez,
which
she
is
is.
really fucking.
Morgo
funny.
is ready to help you any way she can. Real quick, Morgo actually needs to make a check real quick. Give it 1 sec.
Oh.
Wisdom.
An 11. As she's led you up here, she looks over and goes,
Damn.
she like rubs her eyes for a second and blinks and goes, "Are there 3 statues over there?"
Looks like it.
Yeah, looks like it to me. Talking about over this way.
Are there
Yeah.
typically
Like
Wasn't there 4?
No, there's usually only 2.
Let me go check that out.
Oh, okay.
Wait, which one's typically not there?
The one in the back.
Illusion.
All right.
Give it a little tickle, Fenro.
Yeah, I'll just poke it with the back of my mace.
All right. As soon as you poke it, you see a crack begin to form where you poked it.
Whoa! I didn't do that. It was like that before.
And a light appears to be shining out from that crack.
You said this wasn't here before. You don't think that it's like, a new expensive thing that somebody put here, do you?
Huh. I mean,
Poke it some more, Fenro.
I mean, these statues were put here just kind of to mark the entrance to the encampment. I don't see why anybody would put a third there. And
I look into the crack.
Okay. You look into the crack. It is quite bright. You have to blink after after putting your eye to it.
What color is the light?
It is, a pretty normal light, kind of like an orangish, yellowish.
Okay. Can I? Actually, never mind. There's no reason to do that.
All right, I'm poking it again.
Yeah.
Hope nobody gets
You're
mad
welcome
about this.
to. I don't think anybody owns it.
All right.
Maybe yell out before. Just yell out. Be like, "Does anybody own this?" I don't know.
Hey, anybody put this extra statue here? If not, I'm gonna poke it with my mace and maybe crack it again. Hope you don't mind.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
Who?
Oh, just do it, Fenro.
You hear a couple of like small distant responses of just kind of like what. But most of the gist is just people being like kind of waving it off.
Yeah. All right, I'm doing it.
All right.
Poke.
You poke it a second time and it the crack spreads through the rest of this statue and a puff of dust as a layer sheds from this statue and wings kind of creak out to either side. Not so much a but a as this creature appears and goes, what's going on? I was napping.
I'm sorry. Why didn't you nap inside one of the tents or something?
Hey, Mitch, real important question real quick.
I'm really
Did
sorry.
we just get goiled?
Technically?
In a way, we got goiled.
No! I've been goiled!
But he goes,
Tag your friends to totally goil them.
well, I don't actually need to sleeps. Yeah, you see, but I kind
Me
of wanted
too.
to. I'm a gargoyle, so
Oh,
it's what I do, right? I
I
become a
totally get it.
statue for a bit, and yeah, it's kind of like traditions for us as goyles, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and let me clarify,
I'm not a goyle,
I'm not a goyle, I'm a goidal,
but that sounds cool.
right?
Is
I'm
that
part
like
of
a
the goidals. We've there's a bunch of
Oh,
us
who'd we lose?
kind of flying
Oh, we
flying
lost
all over the
somebody.
places. Oh, hold up.
did we lose? Oh,
A
Bodhi's
Bodhi.
probably getting back to his apartment. I'm guessing.
I guess. Though from what he was saying earlier, he may not be able to stay on the whole time. Though he said like an hour and a half, not half an hour, so who knows? Oh, there he is.
Hey, Bodhi, you good?
Yeah, it's crazy. When I got here, my internet became worse than Saudi. But yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Oh, probably more people on it, yeah?
campus Wi-Fi, or at least
Yeah.
near campus
Well,
Wi-Fi.
I'm using my data, not even Wi-Fi, so I'm not sure if you guys can even hear me right now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, sick, yeah.
Yeah. Mike's a little bit rough, but we can hear you.
That's because
Yeah.
he's on the phone, not the
Yeah.
computer or anything. Also, Abodi, how did that happen to your laptop? How do you even manage that? I've been wondering this all day.
The lock?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, like, in the flight, like, because it's not something I carried with me. It's, like, a big bag with, like, a bunch of shit, including my laptop. And I guess they locked it by accident? I don't fucking know. It was a transit flight, which meant, like, it went through New York, and then it went to San Diego.
And they just like put a lock on it and didn't give you a key or anything?
Well, the lock is built into the thing, but,
Oh.
like, yeah, I don't know why,
But you didn't
how they
set
locked
it.
it.
I got you.
Wait, you
Yeah, I
put
didn't set
your
up anything.
laptop in a checked bag?
Yeah,
Or
in
in the
the
carry-on?
I didn't put in a carry-on because that would actually have taken me 10 hours to go through fucking immigration because I'm
Yeah,
a
to
Middle
be
Eastern
fair.
guy with a laptop. But yeah. Don't forget I'm Middle Eastern.
Wait, you're Middle Eastern?
On a laptop, get down!
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, we all set to continue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. This little gargoyle goes, yes, I'm a goidles. I'm sorry if I was disturbing anybody's by, being a statues. I saw the looks
No,
of these
not
ones
really.
and was like, that looks pretty cool. I want to try that.
Yeah,
Nah,
no, I
you're
don't
good.
blame you. I'm sorry for disturbing your rest. Feel free to catch up on that. We were just curious about where the third statue came
Oh,
from, you know?
please. I'm a gargoyle. I don't actually need to sleeps, so I'm good to go. Did you guys need
Hey.
anything in particulars? I've got all sorts of stuff for trade, for selling, for buying. It's kind of my, us goidles' thing.
So you're a little bit of
What you
a
got?
tradesman. That's good to know.
A traveling merchant.
What's I don't think we caught your name.
I said it a few times. I'm
Oh.
goidles.
Oh, that's your name. Okay, I thought.
It's like it's what I
Goidles was-
am,
okay.
and it's also my name. You
I
know?
was thinking that hat looked a
Gotcha.
little familiar.
I'm following
It's
you.
It's like when a guy is named Guy.
Yeah.
Or when a goy is
Or
named
when a
Goy.
Toidles is named Toidles.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that sounds similar.
So what kind of stuff you say you have?
I got all sorts of stuffs. Let's see. And you see he pulls from this little shell on his back, a couple of kind of eerie looking white claws. You see a vial filled with like something swirling inside. You see a really large, kind of almost sapphire blue carapace. You see some really, really big toenails. He also pulls out a couple looms that seem to have a little gargoyle like perched at the top of it. He pulls out a couple of a red kind of gelatin in a circular shape, along with a yellow one. Pulls out a bunch of those actually, and then a couple of bags seemingly full of just colored rocks, but it's got his like face, kind of slapped onto it. And he goes, "Well, I got all sorts of stuffs. Well, what are you looking for? Do you need like things to keep you warm as you're going on your adventures? Do you need healing things? Do you want some rock candy? Do you need a sending loom? Or is I got all sorts of stuffs."
Tell me about those claws.
These claws, these are claws from a ghast. They, man, these were a little hard to get, but they can be pretty useful. You know, if you pummel them, smash them up, you can turn them into a pretty powerful powder.
Yeah, what was that shiny blue carapace you done had right there?
Oh, that's from an ice devil. It's really, really rare. It can be formed into either a shield or some armors, and it gives you a resistance to the ice. I've been actually it's been nice having, kind of inside my goidal shell, because it's been keeping me warm. Even though I don't need to be warm.
I get you. How much would you be in the market for looking to part with that for?
5,000 gold pieces.
All right.
What's the name of the ice devil, may I ask?
Oh, I didn't bother to ask if it had a names.
You know, it's good to see that you got a good sense of humor, but something like that, Goidals, I think you and I both know that ain't exactly
It's not. Yeah.
what
it's
it's worth for there. 5,000 for just it's rare, yeah, I'll give you that, but come on, let's be honest here.
It's from hell.
Something like that. I mean, plenty of things are. That ain't exactly the most outlandish place, believe you me.
Okays. You think you come to me, a Goidals, and you think the Goidals is just some kind of bozo who doesn't know what stuff is worth? Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check real quick. This is his initial response, but the check will determine where it goes.
Alright. 12, and let's actually use that glamour weave for once. Let's see what we get on that. 16 total.
Nice.
So he goes, listen, this is your first time dealing with the Goidals, right? I know my stuff. Come on, I've been in the trade business for a long time. Us gargoyles, are kind. We live for like a bazillion years. And I know that this is worth a pretty penny. I could maybe drop it for you guys, because you guys are cool. And you might need it, I guess, in your adventures. But it's definitely a 5,000 gold piece haul from from harvesting it. I could maybe drop it by 1,000. But that's pretty tough. You put me out on that one.
See, here's the thing, Goidals. I think I'm not saying you don't know what it's worth, but I think you do know what it's worth, and you don't exactly think I know what it's worth. That's where the disconnect is here. See, I could very easily go to one of the much bigger towns and have a better chance. And you know what? We're going back to Bonobo Bay on the way back. I can probably snag something equivalent for a lot cheaper. And while I'd love to give you some business, when you're marking it up that high, I can't justify it as much as I like you.
Hey, that's okay. If you have something to trade, I also do trades. Instead of just coins, I'm gonna throws that out there.
You got any neat magical type of weaponry?
Magical weapons I do not have on me at the moment. But you know, I think let me see. I think these claws could be mashed up, or maybe they could be turned into weapons. I actually don't know. And then the devil carapace is the only thing that could be crafted into like some kind of plate armor, or maybe if you made it into a weapon, it could be, have a cold attribute or something. But no, straight magic weapons I don't got.
Do you mind if I take a look at the claws real quick?
Yes, sure. Yeah, pushes them forward.
I am gonna see. I'm gonna check to see if I can maybe make anything useful out of them. Like something like a weapon or some sort. I kind of investigate them.
All right, roll me that investigation check. 17. You remember ghasts, and you know that their claws have a paralyzing effect. So, if you made these into weapons, though they may not be incredibly durable, they could offer, maybe 1 or 2 opportunities to leave your enemy stunned, unable to move.
Can I do the same thing for the carapace? But I more check its attributes and see if its attributes would be retained.
What do you mean?
So like how he suggested, seeing like make a weapon with it is maybe like a chilling attribute. Can I confirm that by checking it?
Yeah, you can.
Would that be investigation or arcana for that?
I would say...
Actually, it's the same modifier.
Yeah, either one. Either one.
Yeah. I'm doing arcana to make it different. I should have done investigation.
With an 8,
I'll give you advantage on that. I'll help you.
Looking at it, it's a great large carapace. It seems like it would make some really great armor, but you're unsure how it would do in a if melted down to a sword shape, right? You think it could be molded and changed into, like the pieces of armor that it would need to be kind of placed over. But if it were placed over a sword, you're unsure of what it would do.
Can I see if it's heavy, the carapace?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Wait.
That was a save.
Oh, that's the same. Yeah. That's the same thing, right?
Yeah, well, it's unskilled strength, but I don't think you have proficiency in strength saves, so it's going to be the same thing for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Out of 12, you're having a little bit of a tough time lifting it. It's pretty cold out here, and when you try to place your hands on the carapace itself, you seem to get even colder. A chill runs through your body as you attempt to lift it.
Because if I do make that into armor, I don't even think I can wear it. If it's anything higher than light.
No, I think you can do medium as a battlesmith, right?
It's the wings that I'm more concerned about.
Oh, yeah, no, wings are going to lock you out of a lot of armors.
Yeah.
No, you could still do medium armor, because it just locks you out of heavy.
Oh, okay. And then, what about the bag of rocks you got? What are those? What does that do?
Oh, those are candies. Goyle's brand rock candy. It's pretty darn nice. We Goyles know our rocks.
How much?
Need
Can I
taps
try a
on his nose. Kink, kink.
How much for that?
It's
I don't even
about,
want a sample.
Why, it's
I
just one good gold piece per bag.
I'll take a bag.
Oh, okay, all right. Here he goes. And he reaches in. And he goes, "Wait, what flavors? You want like the
What you
mix
got?
of them? Do you want just blue
Yeah,
raspberry?
give me an assorted.
Okay, here." And he like kind of sorts them out, pours them in, and hands over the little satchel with a kind of like it basically his face is imprinted in like a patch onto the bag.
Fenro immediately eats one.
Oh, dude, it's some really nice rock candy. It melts in your mouth. It's just exactly the right amount of crunch that you want from the rock candy.
Mm.
And it's sweet, delicious, especially after having eaten like you ate good on the Bitter Douc, but sweets were far and few between.
Oh, this is great. Thank you.
Hey, well, hey, we make it with love.
There was another thing of yours I was interested in. The little like circular little jelly things. What are those?
All right, these are apple gels, and these ones are lemon. Oh, they
tasty.
sorry to give you more of an idea. They heal you up. They help you recover when you're on big long trips. If you get whacked or walloped or stabbed or jabbed, it'll give you a little boost. The lemon works a little better though.
How much you charging for those?
Ooh, the apple is 50 gold pieces a pop, and the lemon is double.
Right.
All right.
Well,
I have a legendary fish I would like to trade.
Whoa, a legendary fish, you say? And he kind of like
Yeah.
licks his lips. Well, what is it? What is it?
I'll have you know, I've been on a boat for decades. I've never in my life seen a fish like this. And I'm gonna reach into my back pocket and pull out the eel.
Oh, and it's still like kind of, even though it's dead at this point, you still see some of the electricity coursing through its slender figure.
I'm gonna help.
Even in death, you
tell
can
a
see
tale of
this creature's power. It took 5 grown men 3 days to pull this out of the water.
Oh, 3 grown men? I don't know how strong men's eyes, but that sounds impressive.
I'm gonna
Would it be
flex.
three
I'm gonna flex
goyles
for him. Let him
as
feel.
well?
Let him
Well, with-
feel
Okay.
the might of a full-grown man.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Huh.
why did that sound so sexual?
All right. That's a good muscles right there. As a gargoyle, I have
know.
like a muscle, but it's like it's been carved and there's no change in it, right? So that's cool. I don't seize that all the time.
I too have been carved.
Oh, I seize you.
Chiseled, one may say.
Uh-huh. I haven't heard that one's before. I like that.
How much of that lemon jelly you think you give me for this? This masterpiece of the ocean.
Oh, okay. Fenro, you said you were helping him with the story.
I'm helping.
What did you add to it?
When he's like, I'll just be like, "Oh, you should have seen him fight for this thing. It's fighting back. It pulled an entire boat. Like I'm talking like big boat with it. Like this is a powerful fish that he captured. One of a kind, truly.
Like that one's out there?
Yeah, that one. Actually, exactly that one.
That one. Whoa. That's got like metal platings and stuffs.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me. One of you can roll me persuasion at advantage, or you can both roll persuasion.
What do you think?
I mean, my persuasion is okay.
All right. It won't hurt.
Yeah, okay, I'll roll persuasion at advantage. Because I'm assuming a 2 is better than your
Oh yeah,
0.
do it. Roll.
No! Oh, bro.
Just out of curiosity, I gotta know. Oh, I'm not that upset. Whatever.
Better.
It is better.
I don't know how.
I
Alright.
say just combine the two.
So he goes, all right, so's I'm impressed by yous, right? I'm impressed by this here eel, but I don't know too much about eels. I just know it could be tasties and it looks friggin' sick. So I'll tell you what, I'll give you one of the apple ones as a trade for it. But I can't break with the lemon for
Eel.
it. All right. The eel. Ah. All right, here you go.
Dude, that's
That's a good one.
He kind of
I
just
also
like
would
slips it into into his shell, where it kind of just seems to vanish.
hey.
I'd also like.
Oh,
do
go
a
ahead.
trade.
Yeah, my buddy's got a taser going off in the background.
Yeah.
I
He's doing the folly for the electric eel.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I'd like to trade you for that carapace.
Oh. Okay. Well, what do you got? Did you take down like a pit fiend? You got his horns?
I got something better. See that flail snail back there?
Oh yeah. I sees him.
That thing makes this beautiful.
I'm
goop.
gonna trade
Okay.
this snail to you.
And
I mean,
actually, that
unless
would
it's
technically
like
be an equal
equivocable.
trade.
It
Yeah,
would,
technically
actually.
equivocable, but that's not what I'm gonna do. See,
Here.
it makes this beautiful goop that can turn into this incredibly valuable glass, and I just happen to have a few glass pieces, a vase and a pipe that I handcrafted myself. Which I would like to say, I am an expert glass blower. I've been doing this since I was a kid.
Mm.
And I kind of like take out the vase and the pipe and show it to them, and they're kind of glowing a little bit, and a reflection from the fire over here.
Wow. Okays. I
Hey,
don't
wait a
know
minute,
too
I
as
saw
much
him
about.
create those glass blowing tools.
I don't know too as much about glass. I'm made of stones and stuff. We don't got no gargoyles made of glass. But I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Go ahead and roll me. It'll have to be persuasion.
Good thing I have a -1 in persuasion.
Oh yeah. All right, that was
Still better than Fenro's.
an 11. What did? And you rolled a like about a. You rolled something to make them, right? Yeah, the glass blowing tools. I see it up
I rolled a 13.
up in the chat. It was a 13. Okay.
It could be a 19 if you're very nice.
No. So with the actual property of the glass being about a 13, the persuasion at 11, he goes, "All right, I like this glass. I think it's pretty. It glitters, and I like that. I do like that. Is it worth trading for a ice devil carapace? No, but I'll tell you what, I am willing to make a trade." But I don't just want the glass. I want the snails.
I can't give you the snail. See,
I
Gale
have an
my
addition
best
to his
friend.
trade.
Oh, yes?
Yeah. I have a picture of a mushroom in armor.
What now?
That's a good deal.
Yeah, it's a picture of a mushroom, but it's wearing armor because it's a knight.
Oh.
Oh, so some kind of like sentient mushroom that's ready for battles.
Maybe I could not be sent. It's a mushroom with armor on.
It's a really cool picture.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it made the armor. It's a mushroom, probably not.
Also, is this something that Rod just like drew, or was this something that you
It's
got
in my inventory. I got it as a gift. I'm pretty sure from.
Stick figure.
from the mushroom seller? Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
Huh. Okay. Tight. He goes. Okay, so if you add that onto it, I'd be willing to part with another gel.
Deal. Give me the gel. Give it to me.
Nice. Okay. Here you go.
I actually do have something I'd like to add to my trade.
Okay. Whoa. Don't trade nothing yet. You want to add somethings?
Yeah. Well, for the carapace.
For the carapace.
What?
Okay.
What he just said, by the way, Nick, I want to make sure this is clear, is the 2 glass-blown items plus the picture of the snail equal 1 apple gel, which is 50 GP. The carapace is 5,000.
I'm not trading
in
for gel.
perspective for you.
I'm not trading for gel.
No, I know, but he just said the glass blowers things that you made and the picture were worth 1 gel altogether.
I thought he said the picture was worth 1 gel.
No.
We're being technical about it, a little bit under, but
So,
but he's
so
down.
you are nowhere in the ballpark. Just want to make sure that's
the
clear
picture
for
of
the carapace outside of the snail.
I'm still trying.
The picture of the mushroom knight did tip it over the edge.
I am still gonna try. And
Oh yeah, sure. I just want to make sure you.
And I am gonna bring out the container with. I'm not gonna say this because I don't want him to actually know what's in it, or how I got it. But I am gonna take out the container with the Fenro goop.
Oh hey, ain't that Fenro group he done thrown up?
I am going
Remember
to.
that?
Baggi does say
Baggi
this out
did
loud.
not. What the fuck? I'm gonna put my. I'm just gonna like shove Baggi kind of in the snow a little bit so it kind of muffles out before this happens. As I am
Greg
taking
gave
this
me
out.
googles. I'm
Baggy,
gonna-
make a
I'm gonna go.
dexterity save.
Oh yeah, sure thing.
I have 2 brains in a
Blank.
jar. Am I supposed to
9.
have 2 of
He
those?
gets you.
Yeah. So this,
You topple over into the snow a bit, kind of bump off the statue.
and I'm just gonna say this before you can even notice a Baggi fail. So this,
Gross.
you see, might not look like much at first, but this can turn into the deadliest poison you have ever seen.
Okay,
And I promise you, that's gonna be worth a pretty penny.
Okay, so I don't usually deal in poisons, but okay, what kind? What are we talking here?
Like what kind of poison?
Baggy's gonna get up and say, "That's
it can be.
excess crawling
I'm pushing
dust."
her again. Or actually, crawling. Yeah.
Excess of the crawling dusk, you say?
I am
Ooh,
It was thrown up.
that's a thing that comes from Denier, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, it's some real deadly stuff, and it can take many forms of poison depending on the user's wish.
Okay.
You really
the
poison her?
gas
Is that
can
just
be a
like giving
liquid?
somebody cancer?
Yeah, that's
I feel
just
like that's pretty poisonous.
that's just,
Either way,
I mean-
this is gonna kill. And I think there's some people who might be very interested in that.
And
Is that
so
Goydel's kind of client?
let me just get this
Why are
straight.
you going against me?
Let me just get this straight. You gives me this this corruptive juice of crawling dusk that who knows what it could do to a populace or a forest or wherever I end up letting it go. Give this to me and just I don't know, just be done with it.
With the carapace, yes. And I am adding in the glass.
The glass was for the apple gel though.
I did not agree to that trade.
Okay, we don't. Okay, we won't do that trades then. Although I do still very much want that picture of the mushroom.
Nah, man. I can't just give that out.
Oh no, no.
That's like an heirloom at this point.
I
What
wouldn't
if
just.
we? What if we? Here, how about this? We'll bundle it. If you sell me the carapace for the poison and the glass, we'll add in the mushroom and get the gel. A kind of bundle, kind of discount sort of deal, so that you still get the picture. Same all around. Maybe a few BPR. I'm bargaining. Do not laugh.
All right, Sawyer, roll me. This is gonna be the last chance on the carapace. Roll me a persuasion check.
Okay.
You are lowballing it so
Oh my god.
You get some catching from this.
That's perfect.
Oh no!
Just goes. Get out of my sight.
Perfect.
Sawyer is gonna add it, so you take it?
Can I be honest? I'm tempted to break out my wings and fly the hell away right now. You're trying to scams me! And I'm not gonna just sit here and let that happen, right? This is, I mean, it's
Hey,
a
I get you,
vial
Goydles.
of goop,
I'm not trying to
and it's
scam
some
nobody.
pretty cool glass, but it's not worth 5,000 gold pieces. I'm sorry.
You know, he did say that something was worth it.
I am not giving Gale.
Well, then it sounds like you ain't getting the carapace. Hey, Gordles, I do have a question for you, though.
Oh, chores.
So are there, like, more Gordles and sort of like a merchant conglomerate type deal? Or is it just you?
Yeah, we's
Okay.
goydles. So gargoyles. We came from like this big Earth guy who's like the main big baddie Earth guy, spirit man of the
know his
Earth place. And we was like we were just kind of like rocks that fell out from him, and then became what we are. But we were just utter pricks for forevers, right? Like we just sat around, stayed stone statues for eons just to prank somebody, right? Just to goof them, and like
Hey, I can understand the fun in that, at least.
yeah. And I'm sorry, I still got. Did I get you guys with the statues thing?
You
It's
did get
still.
me.
Hey, no, you're good, you're
poked it
good.
a time, you know.
Nah, because it's still in our natures to prank people with our statue shenanigans. But before we would we get out and we just revel in like tearing people apart and seeing their guts spilled out on the ground and stuff. It was bad, right? It was bad.
Yeah, that's a little less than good for merchant. I'll say that.
Yeah, we got a bad reputation built up. And so's a bunch of us came together and we was like, hey, we can still prank peoples, but let's try to do something good with what we got, right? We can fly places, so why don't we just fly to places that are hard for people to, find merchants at, right? Like weird places, and then we'll just we'll post up there, right? Because we can be somewhere for like ages when we turn into those little statue guys, right? So
Yeah, no, I get you.
at the front of dungeons, at the bottom of dungeons, there's a few of us is in hell. That's where I got the carapace from. Heck, anyways.
So then I got a question for you. Do y'all ever make up like supply routes or trade routes with anyone?
Oh, sure.
I'm trying to establish, let's just say, a franchise that I could use some help. We need a reliable merchant company to pair with.
Oh,
Honestly,
you won't find
guys seem quite
any more reliables merchant peoples than the Goydles. All I'm saying.
Yeah. Sure thing. Yeah, that sounds good. Hey, if I pay you a little, let's say, advance, would you mind just going, seeing if you can talk out a deal with my people back home?
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe not right away, but down the line. Just that way I'm not having you go anywhere for free. Work deserves to be rewarded, am I right?
No, sure. Where are you from?
Well, we're set up in autoclave at the moment. I'm personally from around, as I like to put it. Ain't really got a set home, kind of a drifter type. But, nay.
Much like a Goydles.
Hey, so you get it. We're kindred spirits, you and I.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hand him 10 gold and be like, hey, here's a little advance. Show a good faith. Hopefully we can get good,
He
communications and rapport in the future.
he pulls out 2 of the looms that had the gargoyle at the top of them, kind of an insignia stapled to him, and says, "Here's, on the house, right? If you need to send a message to somebody, or if you need to send a message to me, right? You can contact me with these."
Hey, I appreciate it. But yeah, when you get to Autoclave, you can either ask for B3, which is the name of our little adventurers guild, stands for Baggi's Bad Bitches Brigade. That being me.
Mm-hmm.
Yours truly, Baggi. Or you can ask for Seymore Sillytoot, who is sort of my major domo first in command while I'm out and about. But yeah, no, just look for either ask around for B3 or Seymore Sillytoot. You'll get pointed in the right direction.
All right, cool.
Hey, I appreciate this. We're still getting off our feet, but it's looking promising. But we are going to need help as we grow for supplying, and honestly, health supplies especially. Ain't no good if your employees die, am I right?
Oh yeah. Why do I know that? We goyles. We've had some masters in the past, where we serve like an evil lord or warlock
Oh, that's the
like
worst.
a
That's
super.
the worst.
Yeah, and
Like a
it's
minion.
good business.
Like
and
somebody's minion.
Exactly. Yeah, As, I had this one guy. His name was Gru. He tried to steal the moon. Sorry.
They never give you the respect you deserve. It's never worth it. I get you. I'm trying to be a better boss for my men and women than that.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you weren't some kind of evil overlord in secret or something, Yeah, but with disguises and stuff, you never know these days.
Hey, no, I get you, but I'm about as true blue workers union as they come. And that's actually one of the big selling points of B3 is it's very much way more well paid in terms of work performance, pay, as opposed to say working for the Golden Tail. Just as an example, totally random example. I'm just really trying to make sure that people know there are better options out there. We don't need to devolve to thievery or murder. We can be on the up and up. What's up, Abodi?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go. I'm not sure you guys can hear me right now.
Yeah, we can hear you. Internet issues.
Yeah, I think I'm heading to the apartment now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. I think I'm gonna
Alright.
pass out. See ya. My turn to shit and my friend's about to die. So yeah.
Okay, rest up, man. We'll miss you, buddy.
Alright, see you guys.
Okay, shoot. This is meant to be more like an, I don't know,
intermission type.
Yeah, of a session to, get any supplies you might need to, and a couple other things can happen here, but yeah, ultimately it's meant to be a intermission type episode.
That's the main goal for this episode for me.
Meet the biggest Barn.
True. True. And just to be clear, Morgo did point out this group back here.
Yeah, is the Golden Tail.
Yeah, the Southeast people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that what the symbol was? I missed that part, and I was like, man, I hope that's not a bad symbol.
It was the Golden Tail symbol.
Yeah, oh, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, the like Tolgi Hill, fucking Christ, I keep wanting to call her like Helga or Halal, and I know that's not her name.
You get Tolgi right. That's a-okay. Halil is a little hard to remember.
Halil. Okay. Do I have it written down somewhere here. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna just like underline that 3 times.
Word.
How much is this mushroom night picture worth to this guy?
Do you ask him, or do you want to just kind of get an idea?
Just an idea, because like,
roll me.
I
Insight.
like it, and so it might be worth more to me.
True.
You
roll me some insight. You could probably tell like
Okay.
how much he'd be willing to pay.
Yeah, it's expensive shit.
Wow.
Nice. Dang. You see, he does really like the picture, and you get the idea that he might actually know where it came from. And so he is very much interested, and would be willing to pay a good sum of money. But it's not so much that he loves the picture itself, but he believes it would be good for business.
Oh. I'm gonna hold the picture.
If that makes
What do you
sense.
know about this man?
About
Have you seen this man?
I see the way you look at him. What do you know about him?
what do I knows about him? I don't know too much
Comes
about
LA Noir.
the fella in the picture itself. I don't know if it's like just a self-portrait or if it's I don't know the imagination of somebody's, but I know that there's a seller that likes to collect these ones and kind of pass them about and sells them. And if I bring this back to him, he might he might give me some better deals.
Oh, so it's for the discount for you.
Yeah, he's an elusive fella too. So anything that I could get to, I don't know, hopefully run into him again, it'd be good. It'd be good for business.
I see.
But yeah, I don't know if there's actually like a legendary warrior that's like a mushroom or something. I don't know if that's like a photo. No, it can't be a photo. What's a photo? It's it can't be it couldn't be like an actual thing, right? Right?
Oh, that could totally be a thing. We've seen weirder stuff than that.
Oh yeah.
True.
Look at that water snake I gave you.
Oh,
Breathing underwater. They don't make those.
True that. You believe it? Electricity underwater? That actually sounds kind of far-fetched.
It's not real.
Honestly.
But yeah, I would, I'd really like to get my hands on it though, if you're willing to part with it, that is.
How much would you be willing to take off one of those a lemon jelly?
A lemon jello. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm trying to make a purchase here. You know what I'm saying?
I hears ya. Okay. If we're doing for the purchase, I could take. I could take a solid 50% off.
That's solid. What would that run me with that 50%?
It would still be 50 GP. Or I could give you another apple gel for it. I was gonna do it with the vases and such, but if you're pulling my gargoyle leg, then I think I could part with one.
Hey, Rod, if you really feel like that lemon gel will be helpful, I can spot you the 50 for now. Just pay me back once we cash out on this job. Ain't really too much I feel we're gonna be buying here.
I'm just trying to do commerce.
I mean, yeah, just let me know if you need me to spot you. I got you.
I do also have some less legal items, if that interests you.
All right, Baggi leans in on that.
I don't know what kind of discredited criminal you take me for.
Listen, it's not. I mean, like, these aren't actually illegal, especially not this far north, right? There's nobody
Oh,
to
so
even
now-
enforce it.
From a liar.
I
Hey,
trust
hey.
you.
Rod may be
Is it illegal or not?
disinterested, but I am very interested. What do you got in there, Goidles?
Not here, at least. I have some Zygu and some Deluge, right? Zygu is this, he pulls it out. It's kind of this gelatinous blue goop. If you rub it around your gums or if you consume it, consuming it is a little bit rough. It goes down with this biting cold sensation, I've heard. But it gives you immunity to the cold. And, we'll just kind of, we'll numb you for like 3 hours. You won't even feel any cold whatsoever. And it gives you like a nice warm feeling in your gut. The Deluge is it's some stuff, all right. That, it's also a blue liquid, but this one doesn't have to do with the cold. It gives you powers, right? It gives you like powers that you wouldn't usually be able to do yourselves. Like if you're not a magical person, you can do magic with this stuffs. But be careful, okay? Because you can end up it can end up hurting you, like actually hurting you and mentally hurting you. But it does give you a lot of power. So I mean, it's up to you.
I'm gonna lean over to Fenro. I think the statue's done drugs.
I have not, okay? Listen, I've lived many thousands of years, but I have not done drugs, okay? I'm not that kind
so
of
you
guy.
don't even know the
Can you say
quality
you
of the
really
product.
live? Goidles,
Listen,
how
I
much
know.
you looking at for those?
I know the quality of it because I've been in the business for ages. Come on, you can trust the
You
Goidles.
never
That
you don't
sort of thing.
sample?
Come on.
You don't sample?
Hey,
I don't know,
hey,
man.
no,
Well,
I
listen,
trust you. Hey,
and he actually takes like some of the blue liquid and like drinks a bit and goes, "Wait for it." And he burps out like that same liquid that just kind of like evaporates into the air. And he goes,
Sparkly.
I literally can't like process it. It's not. I was trying to make it up to be this thing that's like impressive, but gargoyles literally just can't do it.
I gotcha. So, how much are you looking at for those? Just pure
Well, the
curiosity.
Zygu is a little more common, so I could go for about like 3 to 5 gold pieces. The Deluge, depending on its quality and its potency, is more towards like the 10 radius. But again, I could be bartered down.
Okay. Well, Huh. Let me just look at my pouch real quick. Consider some things.
Oh, just so you know, the looms are pretty cheap as well. Those are only about 2 to 3 GP. If you do find yourself needing to send anybody a message, all I'll say is that there is a little advertisement attached to it. So, we gotta get our names out there,
Hey, no,
Hey,
I
I
get
get
you.
We
So you
both
said
get
it was yeah, we both get you. You said it was about 10 GP for the deluge.
Mm-hmm. And just to like be transparent about it, he does explain it fully. It is
Okay.
packaged in single-dose vials. Ingesting this ethereal blue liquid gives the subject temporary access to spell-like abilities of varying degrees, usually cantrips and first-level spells, but sometimes more powerful spells depending on the purity of the substance. However, the temporary magic abilities come with a price. Each time an individual ingests Deluge, they take Constitution damage. 1d4 for average doses, 1d6 for above and purer doses. This is because the magical energy that Deluge is providing is actually taken from their own souls, and continued use will cause them to gradually wither away. It's named Deluge
Okay.
because it feels like a flood of energy and power that just washes over you.
What
Real quick
constitution
mechanical
damage?
question for you, Mitch. Is that permanent constitution damage or temporary? Or would I need like a full-on restoration spell to repair that?
I think I think it's permanent constitution damage. I would say it wouldn't get permanent until a certain point. If this is
Okay.
like, my own rules, I would say
Yeah.
it would be constitution damage like for the day. And
Okay.
then as if you use it more and more, it'll eventually get to the point where it permanently does take away. But for for the initial type of stuff, it would be a long rest would get you good. And then for the permanent kind, it could still be restored by a greater restoration.
Yeah. All right, Goidles. What's the purest deluge you got? How strong we talking?
Okay, let's see. So yeah, these ones will get you like the rudimentary spells. This one is a little bit pure, more like first, and then I only got one that could get a little bit more pure. That's kind of straight from straight from the source.
All right. So I got a excess scimitar. How much would you be willing to give me for that?
Ooh.
Like in trade-in for on towards the purest deluge you got.
What kind of what's the scimitar like?
It's just a well-crafted scimitar I've been carrying around with me for a while. Used to use 2 of them as sort of my go-to, but recently been picking up the shield more and more. Just protection feels a little more necessary sometimes, you know?
Okay. I usually like to know the origin of my goods if I can. Do you remember where you got it from?
Goodness. It's one of those things, like, you pick it up when you first start traveling. I've been keeping it around with me for a while, but I keep
You
it
could
in good
totally make it
condition.
up as well.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I would like to keep it in universe for you. I don't know specifically
Well, yeah,
if there's a...
it would still be in the universe, right? If you just kind of came up with a shop that was in some random town, you know?
All right. Yeah, I just... All right. It was... What's the big city called again?
Velveteen
The
is the capital of kind of the world.
That's the one.
It's the most
Yeah.
it's the where the most trade happens.
Yeah, I picked it up at a little, let's say, stall. In Velveteen, there was a gentleman there who seemed to be selling a lot of his own wares. Didn't exactly have enough capital to build a whole shop, but this was very keen weapons, like stuff that high quality. I believe his name was Smither. It was like Blacksmither, I think. He did some very high quality. As you can see, I've been having these basically long as I've been traveling, which has been, oh goodness, quite a few years now. Let's say over a decade, not get more specific than that, but they still keep very good condition, even with, my skill of upkeep, and, they haven't needed really that much.
You think this blacksmither was born for the trade, huh?
Yeah, honestly, a name like that.
Well, hey, okay. I'd give you one of the pure stuff, and then I'll give you one of the rudimentary kind as well.
Alright, yeah, sure.
All right, good deal.
I'm good with that.
Here you go. And he slides the scimitar kind of into his shell. Kind of sticks out a bit, like through one of the. It's going like through one of the parts in the shell.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, Goyles, it's been great getting to know ya. I'm looking forward to working with you and your. Do you refer to each other as like extended family, or is it just like a partnership thing? How do y'all?
I guess
Your
we
little
are all
merchant
technically siblings, right? We all came from the same big bad elemental fella. But yeah, we're all part of the Goidles family.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to working with you and your
That is
extended
great.
family for sure.
And if you see any of my siblings, Man, maybe let him spook you. It really does make their day.
Hey, I got you.
Got it.
I can play a very convincing spooked person. I'm very good with performance.
Oh, nice. You know, I was on the stage once, but I you probably don't want to hear about that.
Hey, I believe it. You've got that talent, that natural like charisma, the chutzpah.
Oh, thanks. It was a stationary role. I was a statue on the stage. I kind of froze up if you know what I mean.
I can see all the
Hey, that's a
headlines
good
though.
That's what but you know, that was in the
Statue
script, so
brings the play to life.
okay.
Right.
Can I do anything else for you guys? I will be right
I'll make
here.
sure.
I'm gonna turn into a statue again. I won't be going nowheres until I think tomorrow or the day after.
Sounds
Well, I
good.
might come back for some more of this candy, but I'm good for now.
Hey, you guys have been such good customers. I will give anybody a rock candy on the house.
Fenro just opens up the bag and holds it out like a trick-or-treater.
I'm gonna shove my bag in front of Fenro's.
He since you're
You're right, no!
especially
You
Fenro,
already have some.
since you're quite tall, he does have to like open up his wings and like flap up a little bit in order to shake a little more into there. He goes, "Oh, hopefully you get some new flavors. There's plenty.
Oh, they're great. Thanks, Goidles.
We're constantly experimenting, right? We got one Goidles who's just like the mastermind of the rock candy. He's so good, I swear.
Oh, that'd be someone fun to meet. Sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to meet him. Might be able to learn a few things about cooking.
Oh, true. Rock candy is a hard thing to put together, and
Yeah.
cooking candy, making candy is no easy task.
Portals. By the way, have you? Do you guys have like a tagline or a catchphrase? Because if not, I got one to pitch to you.
What might that be?
Good merchants are just a stone's throw away.
Oh, hang on, I gotta write that one down. Wait, let me see.
Selling the
Good
house for you.
merchants are just a stone's throw away. Man, that's good. We've just been saying that a Goidles is a Goidles.
What is he typing
Hey,
on?
but that's true.
Right?
What did he
No,
just
that's just
type
him
on?
writing. It's very clackety because it's stone.
Exactly, yeah.
He sneaks the laptop like behind him.
You
back
see him
into
just
his
like
shell.
carving it into his hand like you would write with a pen.
Oh, that got me.
Yeah, I like that imagery. Thank you very much.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh.
Okay, guys, if you sees anybody new come, I send them my way. Give me the chance to spook them, yeah?
Hey, will do.
Got it.
All right,
You've
cool.
been great, Goidles. Look.
Here I go. I'm becoming a statue.
Oh. Whoa.
What do you think? Is this one good?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that
it's a
one's
little
real
different
good.
than the other ones, but it is good.
Nice. Okay, I'll stick with this one.
It's very you,
So-
Goidles.
It
Very you.
just turns into the sculpture of Icarus by Michelangelo.
Nice.
Just shredded.
So you
The
didn't
fucking
know about
statue of David.
these Goidles at all, did you, Morgo? Or did you know, and you just wanted to get us? Insight check.
Go ahead.
I will assist on the inside check.
I will insight
I will-
check to know. Okay.
11.
Well, Rod said he was assisting, so that's
Yeah.
a 20.
Oh, true. Yeah, okay. So she like turns and goes, I could tell you about the original owner of the tent. If you like. She just is trying to like completely change the topic. As you can tell, she definitely knew about the Goidles.
All right. Well, thank you for pointing us in this direction. That was They seem like swell people, don't they?
Yeah, and I mean, I had to help him out. He's good folk.
Yeah. Does he
Seems
stay
like
around
you're
here?
good folk too, Morgo.
Aw, well, thank you. You know, I don't get compliments too often.
Really?
Yeah,
God, is it just like a lot of inconsiderate people that come through Pirate Island? I mean, I guess the
more
name
just
is literally Pilot Island. It's not exactly like polite tourist island.
yeah. It's probably more that they're busy, right, and they're rushed. They're mainly thinking about their big journeys ahead, right?
I mean, that ain't no reason to be impolite.
Ain't that
But
the
I
truth?
get it. You're trying to look on the nice side of things, and I like that youthful optimism, as they say.
Hmm. Well, okay. Uh, as I said, this tent used to be some fella named Sir Germa. So he might still have some stuff in there. You never know. If there is
Wait,
anything left in there,
you
then
said
you
stuff in
can.
there? Baggy's diving in.
And yeah, she goes, and you can help yourself to it, cause yeah, he's dead. Okay, good stuff.
Hey, thanks for the heads
Rest in
up.
peace, Jeremo.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
why he had to get a new one.
as soon as you're inside, the sound of wind and the biting cold die down. There's a cold fire pit that marks the center of the hide-covered floor. An open crate containing some rations and a few other items sits next to the door as you open it.
What other items we talking?
You got 50 days of rations, 50-foot
Goodness.
silk rope, a blanket, a grappling hook, a miner's pick, and a book titled What the Dog Doing? An in-depth look at the behavioral patterns of canines by Germa J. Banana.
All right, I'm taking what the dog doing.
Nice. It's a pretty hefty book, but easy enough
What
to
did you
put.
say after the grapple hook?
A grappling hook, a miner's pick, and a book titled What the Dog Doing? An in-depth look at the behavioral patterns of canines by Germa J. Banana.
I'm gonna take the grappling hook.
Do you not already have one?
I do.
Why do you need a second one?
The dual wield, baby.
Tinkering reasons.
Ting, ting. Yeah, actually, that
I'm
honestly.
gonna see later on if there's anything I can actually do with it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely add that to your inventory, yo.
Hey, Baggy's gonna peek her head out and say, "Hey, y'all. Just FYI, we got quite a few rations in here. If y'all need to stock up."
I am gonna take.
thank
said
you.
50 days.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 5.
So say that they start a fire and kind of hang out near the fires. Old Howler had already disappeared. I think a while back. Seems to be elsewhere. We'll say Fine is chilling at the fire as well. And yeah, other than she says that if you guys are going to one of the Denier ruins, the buyer will probably want to see you.
Yeah, no, I was figuring I'd probably want to stop in and say at the very least hi. Seems like he's kind of a power player in this area, given the big central-ass tent he resides in.
Yeah, that's kind of like the, I don't know, like the first class area, if you can call it that. But yeah, he does hold a presence here. The only one above him really is good old Pie.
Pie? Now who's that?
Pie? Oh, he's you probably saw him on the way in. The fella in the tub.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. That's our elder.
Okay.
In fact, I mean, that's why we call him Pie.
Okay.
I want to see what the deal with this funny looking fella is over here.
Who?
This one.
Oh.
Where?
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. And yeah, when I did point her out, I did mean that she does seem like she sells kind of unique items, or is some kind of, traveling, maybe alchemist.
I'm gonna kind of walk over there, and while I pass by Fenro, I'm gonna ask, "Hey Fenro, you wanna go say hi to the Bingus bard?"
The hell's a bingus?
Perfect.
He walks away at that. The hell's a bingus? Anyway.
Oh, that was perfect.
I'm gonna go say hi to that little kitty bard. See if he knows any good songs. I'd love to learn. Howdy!
Oh,
Or is it meowdy?
that's
That's
quite
racist.
funny. I don't know who you are. Who what do I call you?
Hey, well, Fenro. Nice to meet you.
A Fenro. I'm sorry. I'm
Gertis,
just
reached out a
so
hand.
cold. Oh, right. And he he's got a big old mitten
Oh,
on.
yeah, I understand.
At the moment, his lyre is placed to the side, and he shakes your hand. I Oh, yes. I am a Twinkle in Fall. You can call me.
Well, nice to meet you, Twinkle and Fall. I think I'll call you Twinkle.
Oh,
I don't think I can cut that any shorter.
yes. I would like that.
You just call him Twink.
Or you could call him Cole
Or Fall.
or Fall. Fall works too.
I like Twinkle.
Heck yeah. What brings you here to Pirate Island?
Oh, we're going to the Danier ruins.
Oh, very nice. You are braver than I.
Yeah. Well, you're probably more talented. You got that little instrument to the side. I'd love to hear you play if you got a chance. If you're not too cold.
Oh, sure. I'm not one to ever turn down a request for song. Here. And he takes off his mittens and pushes them into you. Says, "Here, hold these."
Oh, sure. You got it.
Okay. Well, here I go. I'll play you my favorite.
Sawyer, listen to this.
Oh. I am gonna kind of lean towards the listen.
Is that coming through in the stream?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I don't have lyrics for it yet, but I think this tune ought to do.
Yeah, it's great. I played a lyre once, so it's coming out a whole lot better than I had.
See, this
You
guy
got a
starts
nat- you got
swaying
a
back
nat
and forth.
20. Don't put yourself down. You did play the hell out of that.
But not as well as like a full-on bard.
It's a nat
Oh.
20.
I don't know. Would you like to try again? I'd certainly enjoy listening to pro or novice alike.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you don't mind, I'd love to give it a shot.
Oh, sure. Okay. Here you are.
Also, I just gotta say that song was beautiful. It just, it really reminds you of home, right? Like, it makes you think back to your mom.
Yes. It was taught to me in my, my home village. Or tribe, really.
It's beautiful. Here, let me give this thing a shot. We'll see how it goes. If it's bad, don't blame me. Blame I don't know. Just not me. It's cold.
I shall blame, a frost giant.
Hey, that works for me.
All right, roll me some performance, yo.
Let me get on the right tab. Not bad, not bad.
Nice. Oh wait. Where is that part? There it is. Bang, bang, bang. You play a real simple melody, but it comes out nice.
But it's Jim. And I sing along. At it not been forgotten, I Joe. I've been married a long time ago.
Oh, those lyrics are delightful.
Just
How
came
does it
up
go
with them.
again? He be died a cotton eye Joe, and I've been married a long
I've
time,
been
sir.
married a lot. Yeah, something along those lines. Yeah, I don't have them written down anywhere.
I'm gonna add in
But
some
yeah.
ad libs and go like, yeah.
Yeah.
Roll just for posterity's sake.
What a mix.
Roll me a persuasion check. Or
Me?
sorry, performance.
For-
Yeah, Sawyer.
Who am I
Well,
persuading?
for Nick.
No, sorry, performance. Nick, performance.
Sounds about right.
The yes are kind of a little bit too loud in places, a little too quiet. They go in like a proper
Yeah.
enough spot, but yeah.
Ugh. I just start beatboxing.
I just like the thought of like Cotton Eye Joe, that song playing, and then like hype man in the backup of like a trap song going, yeah.
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 Is that not in the original song?
Yeah, wait, is
Uh,
that not part of
It's surprisingly not.
Cotton Eye
At least
Joe?
I don't remember it.
Fenro's playing a lute, right?
Yeah.
So I forgot that I just have proficiency with a lute, and I don't own a lute.
Oh, I may have an extra. I
Oh?
come equipped with many instruments.
Hey, well, if you got an extra, how much you looking for that?
Keeps my fingers warm. Well, let's see. What kind are you looking for?
Some kind you got. There's different kinds.
Yeah, you got a loot. I know that.
Just varying sizes, right? And styles.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't really have a whole lot of gold on me, so whatever you got, that's pretty cheap.
Before,
Okay.
You know,
before
like
I
a
ask-
beginner's instrument.
Before
Okay.
I ask,
Oh yeah, sorry, go ahead.
before I ask this in game, are magical lutes a thing in D&D?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
then
mean,
I
technically,
am gonna-
any instrument can be magic.
Then I am gonna ask if.
Or do you mean enchanted?
Yes, anything. Or I guess enchanted, yeah. Well, a lute with a magical effect is what I'm working.
There are, I will say, most of the ones in game, if not all of them, require specifically used by a bard.
Oh.
Yeah. He says.
Like, it's.
Yeah. He goes. Enchanted. I do have. I mean, the one I'm playing now is has a bit of an enchantment on it for when I need to cast spells and avoid danger and run away from big scary things. But
That's what that song came out so well, right?
no, that was you. Listen, no matter the enchantment on an instrument, it can't make someone a talented bard, right? There's no cheating it. But it does need to be played by a bard to get the proper the properties of the magic lute to manifest, if you will. Have you been playing a long time?
Gotcha. I've played once before.
During this
Okay,
conversation,
good,
kind of
good.
doing an air guitar kind of motion.
And honestly, like with that check, you do seem to be able to, place your fingers on the right portions to, perform the right keys or the right chords, for probably like a I would imagine a metal song?
Megalovania.
Or Megalovania. Nice.
Let's go.
And he goes, oh, most of the time when people just kind of air guitar, they don't actually know what they're doing, but you know.
It is funny that I'm doing it so well that you can tell I am playing an actual thing.
Well, I've got the eye for it. But I don't know. I think you could have the potential for it, but unless you are a bard by trade, the enchantment wouldn't do you any good.
Well, fortunately, I'm not much of a bard. I just play in my spare time.
Good. As for the beginner one, right, it would only cost a few copper anyway, so here's a practice lyre, and then I also have, I don't know, I get a feeling from you. Would this instrument pique your interest? And he pulls from, like, he goes off into his tent for a second and comes out with a banjo. It's got a bit of a higher register and kind of lends itself well to the folksy type of tune.
I'll take it. You got it. Absolutely. Yes, please.
Good. Let's call it a silver. 5 silver.
All right. It's all yours, friend.
Bargain for the banjo.
Good deal. All right. And he hands it over to you. It's a pretty good-looking banjo. It's seen some wear and tear here and there, but the strings are taut. It seems to be well tuned. And he does ask. He goes, "Do you know how to take care of it?"
I mean, not particularly. Sawyer might. He might be able to help me out with that.
Oh, do you?
Guy, but maybe.
Oh yeah, I would say Sawyer, being as mechanically inclined as he is, would probably know how to tune instruments.
Yeah.
Keep them, maintain their upkeep.
Yeah.
But I can walk you through it if you have, if you have time.
Yeah, but here, take your gloves back. You seem cold.
Oh, thank you. And he plops them back on. I'll keep the track going though. I think it's some good backing tracks.
Nice.
So what style loots you got?
If it was too much money for me, I was gonna run back to Baggi.
Oh,
Baggi would have helped you out.
That's
Don't worry.
fair. That is fair. But now you've made a good impression on him, and this guy did come equipped
Fenro is
with
the
a lot
poor-ass
of instruments.
bitch.
Yeah, I think Baggi's the richest one here.
Yeah,
Like by a lot.
yeah. I think it was that that
It was
order
the
from
delivery.
Piff, yeah, or the orders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good. This girl here, she's kind of just sitting.
I asked what kind of loots.
Oh, right. Loots. Okay. I think I have 2 loots. Let me see. He goes and returns with 2 of them. It seems like one is made of a sort of ashen wood, right? A kind of dark paleted gray, and has a few ties at the end of a stark red color, deep crimson that is threaded around it. The other has like purples and yellows and greens and oranges. It's very colorful, kind of Mardi Gras-esque.
Yeah, I'll take the crimson one. How much?
All right. Let's see.
Wrong choice, Sawyer.
The loot. This
I hate
one.
to tell you.
This one does have a bit more. It was a bit fancier. Costed a bit more of coin, so we'll call it a gold.
You know what? Sure.
All right, good. It's all yours.
Crimson Blue. And as I take it from him, I am gonna play a little jazzy note.
Ooh, okay. Maybe with the... Oh, nice, yeah. You did roll... Oh, you rolled well again. Nice. And easily enough. You add a little bit of... You add a little bit of wind to the strings.
Hey, Fenro, you and me should make a band.
Hey, yeah, we got good startings of one. Rod, you want in?
I can't play anything.
You
I
can
bet
do
you sing
vocals.
like an angel, though.
Nonsense.
I haven't
Even-
sang since I was a boy.
Even Orvo here.
That's why
can-
it's all the more reason to start again. Come on, Rod.
Right. Orvo, would you let him borrow your drums? You see, he goes, "Hey, you can borrow my drums. If you'd like to give it a try."
I'll give anything a try once.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
Weird
Yeah.
place to announce that.
Around a campfire with my friends. Was
Yeah,
that that place? Where would you rather me say that?
That was an
In
out of
the
character
presence
thing. Sorry to not
of
say
the
this.
king.
You did say.
Oh no.
Here. And he places essentially a assortment of bongos. There's about like 4 or 5 in the mix. They're all attached and of varying sizes. One is a good bit larger than the rest, gives more of a bassy sound. The others offer some more higher toms.
Okay. I'll give it a try. See if I can't make something happen.
Here, play something a little more with a bit more, a faster tune. And he goes, "Oh, okay. Let's see. What's a good one? How about this one? All right. Go ahead, roll me per performance. Nice. Yeah, you start playing along. And he's playing a little bit funky as well. It's a bit hard to follow at first, but you know, with it being more of a funk and jazz style, it lends well to the introduction to the drums. You know, you're able to play as you see fit, throw in a few extra sequences here and there, and it goes quite well. And he goes, "Well, all right. You got some rhythm in you."
Yeah, I try.
Well, good. You may have the makings of a band after all. What, well, your band will need a name, yes?
Yeah, that's a good
Backstreet
point.
Boys.
The Backstreet
Ooh,
Boys.
The Backstreet Boys.
We could
Boys,
do
you
it the
like that.
Backbeat Boys,
There are not
and
many
then we could
street
also be Triple B.
here. Ooh.
Yeah, we could call it B3.
That's a great name.
We could
Baggi
meet
can't
once a
hear
year.
this,
It
but she
rhymes.
feels a need to lawyer up.
Baggy through the shiver down her spine.
Not a shiver, but a desire for a trial by lawyer combat.
we should copyright it too, so no one else can steal our name.
Oh, B3 has already been patented. I will say that. Baggy made sure to leave Seymore silly to do that.
I do have some strong friends in Parliament. I believe I could read out street.
Well, I like that idea.
Yeah. So, what are you guys gonna be doing from now on? I'm maybe gonna walk around and see who else we got. But, hey, listen, what was it? Twinkle?
Yes.
Great to meet you.
That's me.
Thanks for the instrument. Thanks for letting me take yours for a spin.
Oh, certainly. Anytime. I didn't think anyone would be interested, frankly. I had to,
Yeah.
I had to nearly drag Orvo into trying the drums, didn't I? Yes, I did not want to at first. Well, thank you.
Hey,
I appreciate the chance to teach.
this was wonderful. I might come back later and see if we can have a little jam session.
I would love that.
All right, Sawyer, I know you were coming down here to talk to that one fella. So,
Yeah, what's your deal?
I am Pipidae. Pipidae Neopatrachia. I am not a frog or a grung.
Oh?
But I make potion. Good potions.
Potions, you say?
Mm-hmm. Of all sorts. I mix it together in my great grung cauldron, and it comes out as all sorts of things. Do you have anything I could throw in there?
Yes. And I am going to hand her the Fenro goop.
Oh.
whoa! I don't think you want to put that in there.
Hmm? But he is hungry. And you see the thing on her back kind of grumbles a bit. Well?
Is he gonna eat the goop?
Oh, I didn't know that you handed it over. She snags it and goes, okay. She opens it slightly, closes it back, says, this is dangerous.
Yes.
And then tosses it in. And chuckles to herself as this like big stone essentially sphere on her back with the face of a frog opens and lets out this green yellowish mist, closes over it, and you hear inside the inner workings of some kind of contraption, the all sorts of like pouring and mashing, stretching, all sorts of things that seem to be going on inside of it. And then it burps out this liquid that she reaches back and catches in a separate flask. And then caps it and goes, yes, this will make a good poison. Would you like it?
Sure.
Okay, here you go. Or would you like to trade a different one? I have a number of other potions.
Tell me about them.
I can make a slippery potion that will give you the abilities to climb like a spider, ones that heal, and ones that poison.
How potent would you say this one is? And I'm like talking about the one that she gave to me that was made as the Fenro goop.
That one, whatever it was previously, it has been purified and will infect it the creature that it spills upon immediately, without fail.
Oh, they don't even have to drink it.
No,
Oh.
my best guess, anyhow.
Hmm.
I've not had the chance to work with Dusk before.
I do have
Been
another
drunk
item.
before.
I do have another item that I'm curious if it would, you could make any sort of potion out of it.
Yes?
And I am going to kind of show her the illuminated Diefire orb. One of my illuminated Diefire orbs, not my only ones.
Her eyes widen. She goes, I could work with that. Certainly.
So let's see it. And I kind of hand it over to her.
Okay. She hucks it up into the air and like turns like horizontally with her upper body, flips the mouth upwards, and it opens. Then closes over it. And you see as this thing goes into overdrive, its eyes, the eyes on like the contraption itself seem to bug a bunch, like stick out way further from where the eye sockets are. The inside glows with this major pale white aura that beacons forth, right, and like begins to shine and illuminate everything around as it and then it burps out another liquid. She has to bring out a much bigger vial this time. Seems to continue to fill it up and fill it up and fill it up. Until she then puts like a big old cork in the top of this vial and says, "Oh, okay. Yes, this is potent. This is very potent.
What do you think it can do?
You know, I'm not certain, but it's been purified.
Oh.
So its corruptive properties have been done away with. So now it will only provide power. What that power is must be related to diadem in some manner. Could grant one some kind of water power, or I don't know, the ability to become something in the night, or who knows, could have many effects. I would love to see it tested.
How large of a vial is it? Like actual, like dimension-wise?
I would say it's a good gallon. A gallon of the liquid.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of it.
And this is more of a mechanical question out of character. I'm assuming when it comes to potions, effects are temporary, right?
They usually are.
Usually?
Mm-hmm.
Then is this an implication?
Usually.
All right. There are.
You said you want to...
There are some potions that end up with permanent effects.
Oh. In that case, she said she wanted to see it tested, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before I do that, can I try to investigate it myself?
I would say you could, but currently a cursory glance is not going to give you a ton of information. I would say you would need to sit down with it, right? Like, use your tools and such to really get a better idea of what it might do.
Gotcha. Then this stuff's very potent, right?
Yeah. And you can feel like inside, as you hold like the vial, it seems to be like vibrating ever so slightly. Like
I am
seemingly
gonna
on
take
some
a
kind
little-
of frequency.
I'm gonna take a little sip from it. Nothing too big, but a little sip.
Okay. Roll me a D100. Okay. Alright. Seemingly, nothing happens. You feel a, what can only be described as a pale sensation in your belly. Right? Kind of a hollowness. It seems to have emptied your stomach for you. Gives you that kind of feeling. Stomach immediately does like some gurgling, and as you burp, a bright white light comes out of your mouth for a few seconds, shines up into the sky. And you see she immediately is like, okay, interesting. How do you feel?
How do I feel?
As I said, other than like this, kind of emptiness that it has caused in your stomach, it doesn't seem like there's anything different.
I feel hungry.
Okay. Has the ability to remove the contents of one's stomach, or at least cause hunger within a creature. You see, she immediately starts writing this down. You don't feel anything else, yeah?
I don't think I do. Should I take another sip?
I wouldn't. Wait until nightfall.
It's not night.
No, it's
morning.
I know, yeah, sorry.
Oh.
The map itself is like set in nighttime. I don't have like a daytime version of it. But currently it is, yeah, it's morning. Maybe more towards like early afternoon.
Gotcha.
I think we made it at least like somewhat canonical by saying that it's cloudy, So it is a little bit dark, gloomy.
So you're just gonna try to force out like another burp, see if that light's still there.
Sure enough, yeah. When you force yourself to burp, that same light like shines up, seems to like pierce the clouds above you.
Whoa. I'm gonna do it towards the snow, see if it does any actual material, has any material effects. Like burp like into the snow.
All right, when you shine it on the snow, it does melt immediately. Not as though it's like melting from the heat, like the fire does, because there's a good like solid few feet of snow at least on the ground. And when you shine your light, it doesn't melt as in like what heat would do. It just like transforms the particles into water, right? It like just kind of carves like a chunk in there, and there's now just like a little puddle of water that begins to start to freeze over.
I'm gonna ask her if she minds if I burp into this at this barrel real quick.
Not at all.
And that is exactly what I'm gonna do.
You see
I'm
as
burping like the side of the barrel like a target practice gonna do.
Gotcha. You see as it is turned to water.
The part of the barrel just turned to water.
Splashes down. She goes, oh.
I'm gonna burp a few more times in the snow out of like excitement, more character thing. But
Nice. Yeah, and sure enough.
Hey, Sawyer, do me a favor and don't point your mouth this way.
I turn to Fenro real quick. What'd you say?
Whoa! Watch where you're pointing that thing, Sawyer.
Question. Can... Actually, never mind.
Okay.
No, it was more of a joke kind of thing. Yeah,
Big
I am
deal.
gonna ask. I'm assuming cure wounds can't grow an ear back, right?
No, it would be a restoration spell.
Yeah, I think like I saw in Critical Role somebody lost their finger at some point, and it was like the way they did it was like after a certain amount of long rests with like concentrated healing on it, they allowed it to like slowly grow back. But usually I think it's like restoration.
Yeah, for any lost body parts, that's a restoration spell. I think that's specifically like something it mentions in the restoration, the spell.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna do a neat little trick. I'm gonna shoot my crossbow like a bit in the air over in this direction, and simultaneously burp the boat.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, as you shoot, and I would say go ahead and roll me. Let's see. This would be accuracy of the face. So I think that's still dexterity. Roll me acrobatics. 11. You pull it off. It's not quite as flashy as you might have wanted it to be, but it's still pretty cool. You fire the arrow, you aim the light, it pierces it. It does that whole evaporated kind of animation where it like fades to nothing, and then once the light goes out, a sparkle of water just kind of falls to the ground, landing in the snow. See this guy and Pippiday, they all kind of clap. Nice one.
I am going to tip this kind potion person 7 GP.
Oh. She says, thank you. If you find there are any more effects from the potion, please let me know.
Oh, I certainly will. I might have to come back for another one at some point.
Please
I got plenty more die fire where that came from.
If you find any new ingredients as well, please don't hesitate.
They've just tipped more money than I have.
Did you miss earlier where I gave
But that like made that was like payment. This is just a tip.
What's the equivalent? So wait, what's the GP? What is 1 GP to US dollars?
a lot. To put it in perspective, 1 GP, Nick, is enough to buy yourself a comfortable, moderate living style for a week. 1 GP is a fucking lot.
Yep.
I might have overtipped. I'm not going to take it back because her service is great, but I had a different conception of GP.
Yeah, no, 1 GP is typically enough to buy you
So how much did I just tip?
about 7 weeks
That's
worth of
7
living.
GP.
A lot of money.
Like thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah, potentially.
A silver buys a laborer's work for a day, a flask of lamp oil, or a night's rest in a pour in, and you just gave 70 silver.
Yeah, she's biting on each one
So Sawyer clearly doesn't know what he just did, but even if he did, he doesn't care. Because he can now burp and liquefy stuff.
So,
for now.
a single candle, by the way, we can use as a basis, is 1 GP. So let's see how much just a candle is. You want to see this in USD. So on average, candles, let's say, run about $10 on their sort of cheaper end for just single package candles. Yeah.
You said a candle.
Quick
is
math.
1 GP.
10 times 10 times 10 times 7.
Did you mean CP or GP?
You just gave her about $7,000.
Holy hell.
Obviously, it's not a perfect conversion. That's more of an estimation, but yeah, that's what you're looking at is around 7,000 USD for what you just tipped.
So I would say, if you want to, go ahead and meet with any other of the people in the town. Otherwise, the next spot to go to, if you're seeing like the quest
Baggi
marker, right, would have been like.
Baggi would have
right
been
here.
meeting with the buyer while they were over there doing that.
Oh,
Can I
on your own.
burp into
That's
the...
why Baggi wasn't with him. She was trying to go ahead and meet with the buyer, introduce herself.
I am gonna burp into the buyer's tent, by the way, but not make it seem like I did it. I just want to poke a hole in there.
While I'm in there, because I do want to iterate that Baggi was in here talking while they were doing that.
All right.
Sawyer does not know, but Sawyer does it anyways. Trajectory just kind of whizzes by you. Doesn't touch you at all, but you do notice a light beam
Mid-conversation.
How do you know?
Also, how do you know you're gonna burp that well, my man? That is a fucking projectile long-range burp you are describing.
Well, I'm not. It's whenever I burp, a beam of light comes out. Is how I'm assuming it is.
And that's like to
Like, I was
go
thinking,
all the way
like-
through the tent. That's 60 feet.
Midge, how like it's like a beam of light when I burp, right?
Yes.
Is
So
it just
that
like
is-
a
so that would
non-ending
happen.
beam of light, just pierce through everything?
It is.
Okay.
Just so you know, though, after about 10 minutes, you find that you can't do it anymore.
Take another sip. Oh wait, no, right. Wait till nightfall. Right.
All right, good deal. In the tent, Baggi. Let's see.
Right.
The pungent scent of incense fills this yurt, whose walls are painted with glowing arcane runes. A brass brazier burns brightly. Brazier. A brass brazier. Dang it! I was trying not to like. Anyways, trying not to make that same mistake twice. A brass brazier burns brightly at the center of the floor, around which are set a few plush chairs, a bed, and a large stone chest. On one of those chairs sits an elf reading a book. A small dragon with green butterfly wings is curled it is a human, not an elf, in the human's lap. The buyer is a mysterious human. He sits in front of you and says, "Welcome. Who might you be?"
Well, sir, my name is Baggi. We've touched. I am a traveling adventurer, though right now, figured I'd introduce myself, because one, I'm in town, and you seem like power player, and personally I like to know all the people of import whenever I get somewhere new. But two, I'm actually with my group going to be traveling to the Denier Ruins, and I heard you're quite interested in items that originate from there.
Yes. I buy many things that come from those very same ruins. You say your group is going there?
Yeah, specifically,
If you are
we're
a part of the
looking-
group, I apologize if you're not.
Oh no, we are. I said as much. We're looking for effectively something we can either transmute or straight up just use out of the box as a cure for the whole crawling dust, because it ended up jumping from there to town we got a little bit of a residency in, and so we're trying to help them out. Over towards the mainland, Autoclave. Don't know if you're familiar with the little little hamlet that it is, but
Oh,
trying to
I do
just
know.
help out some folks back there.
Elro, right? Is the...
Elro, yeah.
Good, good. I've met him once or twice. And I've had dealings with, that... What was his name? Paul? Penn?
Piff?
Perry? Piff! Piff! Yes. Had dealings with Piff. Good chap, good lad. He's going
Yeah,
places.
no, I'm a fan of Piff.
Well, good, good. I will say you have a much more honorable task ahead than many of the others that pass through here. And I
Don't get me wrong.
commend
as
you
much
for
as
it.
I'd like to play the, selfless hero, I'm really in it for the payday. Frankly speaking, I have a lot of debts that I have to pay off, and I'd rather not have to always look over my shoulder worrying when a hag is gonna attack me. Ain't exactly like a fun way of life.
Oh, yes, dealing with hags has never been very fun in my experience. But
And
I will say getting out of debts is the way to go. Good on you.
yep, it's one of those things that had to do it. Otherwise, it was either debt or death, and ain't that just a commentary on our whole healthcare system here? But
Right.
now I'm trying to make sure I don't end up dying anyway due to the death, and this seemed like a good payday. That's why I'm here. But yeah, as I said, I just want to make sure, introduce myself, got to know you. I've only known you as the buyer. Is there a different name, or do you just like to stick with the anonymity?
I am known simply as the buyer. Nothing more, nothing less. Do bring back that cure. If you need to get it to the village in a hurry, the box behind me has the capacity to send things to various places. Right? It can transport this cure.
Okay.
I
I'll
only ask that
definitely-
you bring me back a little something, right? And if you have any
Yeah, sure.
excess, I will pay you in folds for anything from the Denye ruins.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely collect what we can. Part of going into underground ruins is for the spoils you can find within, even more so, or even past, just the cure.
Excellent. Well, 1,000 ages of luck to you, and please feel free to stop by anytime. Can I offer you anything?
Well,
Do you smoke?
I'm trying to quit, honestly. One of those many bad habits I've done picked up.
You're in my line of work. Goodness knows you need it.
I feel you. Same goes for mercenary work. Been doing that long enough. Had to pick up a vice or two.
Well, alright. Let's see. Yes. Well, best of luck.
Yeah, I appreciate your offer nonetheless and the hospitality.
Of course. I also
I'll
have
be
tea,
sure.
if you like.
Oh, sorry. Did you say tea?
Yes, it's quite cold out
Okay.
there, and
Yeah,
a
no.
good cup
actually,
of tea
that
can
sounds
warm the soul.
divine. Actually, I will take you up on that one.
Alright. He claps twice, and the little dragon in his lap flies up, grabs the tea that is hanging over the fire, flies over here, pours it into a little glass, picks it up, and hovers in front of you with it in its tail. It's a little like
Thank
covered
you,
mug
thank you.
as well.
Hey, I thank you very much, little fella. That's one of them pseudo dragons, ain't it?
Yes.
I had a friend, buddy, I used to travel with in one of my numerous short-lived companionships. he had himself a similar pet pseudo dragon. They're fun little creatures, ain't they?
Yes. This one has, well, been with me for quite a while, haven't you, little do? And he scratches under its chin. I paid a pretty penny for him and got him out of a situation that wasn't ideal.
He looks plenty happy, so I'm sure you're taking good care of him.
Yes.
Baggy's gonna sip on the tea.
Good
How
deal.
good is the tea? Is it good tea? Is it bad tea?
It tastes fancy, frankly. It seems to
Fancy
have
tea.
I would say it's, kind of, China isn't a thing in this world, but it's like of Chinese origins. It's got certain spices and such that are oriental in nature, and it tastes kind of, it gives like a little bit of spice as well, so it warms you up both from the temperature of the water itself, but also the spice that comes with it.
This is good stuff. Keep me nice and warm. Baggy's
Yes.
gonna politely finish it, and then so here, I'm all good on this. Where would you like me to place the cup for you?
Oh, here. And he claps, and Do will get it. He swoops up,
Gotcha.
picks it up, and plops it next to the fire. I'm so glad you enjoyed.
Oh yeah, no, I thank you again for the hospitality. Is there anything specifically, like, outside of the crawl and dust cure we're looking for, that you would be interested in the most from there?
Roll me a persuasion real quick.
Sure thing, sure thing, sure thing.
See if he likes glass.
Alright. Bah. What do we got? If I can go to the other tab, goodness. 7! Wow, that's really bad.
Yeah, he says, I do not have anything that I am looking for particularly. I have clients that would pay pretty pennies for a number of items that are rumored to be within the ruins, but goodness knows it may not even be in the ruins that you are specifically going to seek through. I wouldn't bother. Keep your eyes peeled for anything that looks valuable, but focus first on saving the people that are entwined in Dusk.
Okay. Sure thing. I just figured, might as well ask, given your hospitality, least I could do.
And I thank you for it.
Well, hey, I will go meet up with the party. I'm sure they'll be interested to know about the transport box to go there. That will definitely help us out. It'll, cause it is a time-sensitive issue, and this ain't exactly a quick trip back and forth.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Well, it's nice meeting you, Mr. Buyer. Thank you again for the tea. Mighty kind of you.
He gives you a
And
nod.
Baggy's gonna head back out.
Alright, good deal.
I might have to dip a little bit early. I have a meeting at work tomorrow
Oh
that I
goodness.
wanted to be rested for.
Good deal.
Yeah,
Well, we're about to wrap
it's
up
not-
here.
It's not too big, but it is a FedEx, and I need to be able to take notes.
The Federal Express.
Yeah, we're the company I work for right now is using UPS, but we're getting a lot of lost after delivery claims, and they're not the
fun.
best. Yeah, it's pretty awful actually. So
Yeah, I'm sure.
You probably got to stop stealing the packages.
I swear, man, it's awful.
Alright, so Baggy's gonna try and meet up with the rest of the group.
Alright,
If
good
they're
deal.
still over here.
Wait,
Hey, y'all.
Baggy was doing this simultaneously while I was burping, right?
While you were all over here, like the
So
same time that scene started, mine was going on. Is what I was trying to express earlier.
So is it likely that as you're walking out, you see me burp a laser into the sky?
Yeah.
I mean, that's up to Mish.
Probably.
Mish, did Jenny see that?
Yeah. I'd say she does.
Hell yeah.
Especially with how often you've been doing it.
Yeah.
You at least catch one of them.
All right. Well, that was something. Who's putting on the little
Oh, hey,
light show
man.
there? Hey.
Oh, that's Sawyer. He drank a potion and now he's burping lasers. You know,
Yes.
the usual.
I'm not even gonna get into that. That's a can of beans I do not want to open at the moment.
Yeah, well.
So, with that said, who all is your friends over here?
I'll be honest, I'm not great with the other names, but this is my friend Twinkle.
Nice to
Yes.
meet you, Twinkle.
That is I. Good to meet you as well.
Fenro, like, slaps Twinkle, like, gives him a nice pat on the back.
Oh.
This is
Yes.
Pippa Day.
She kind of ribbits. Ribbit.
Hey, nice to meet you, Pippa.
Ribbit. And I
Well,
am
I just-
Orvo.
Nice to meet you, Orvo.
Same as you. Do you? Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm Baggi, by the way. You might have overheard him, but figured also just proper to introduce myself.
Baggi. Good.
Hey. Y'all probably see me all over the place. I travel a lot. You know, it's just how it goes. But y'all seem like nice fellas. How you been passing time over here, Fenro?
We just had a little jam sesh. I got myself a banjo, and a little
Hey.
beginner's, like a little practice lyre. So
Well, look at that.
we're gonna start a band. It's gonna be called the Backbeats Boys. You know, we're gonna call it B3 for short.
Well, you can't do that because I do
What?
have a patent and trademark on B3 already because of the Bad Ditches Brigade.
that
Rod said
know
he's
what?
got friends in Parliament.
Yo,
Baggi,
Rod, is
I
that true?
completely forgot about your little guild. Yeah, we gotta come up with a new name, guys.
I mean, you could call it Triple B. You just can't call it B3.
What about 3B?
You could call it 3B. Literally, it's just the B and then followed by 3 that I have trademarked. Anything else involving the letter B and the number 3 is fair game.
What if
Purple
it's
D.
B3 but with the word 3?
Let's call it the Dad Street
found,
Boys.
He found the inspiration for the name. I see.
But yeah, no. But
Well,
I did want to tell y'all, I did talk with the buyer. Figured that'd be a good
nice,
person
yeah.
to contact with.
I figured we should have talked to him, but also since you weren't around here, I figured either you or Fine were talking to him. Maybe both of you.
Nah,
You know, I
yeah,
just trusted in you to get the business side of things done.
Hey, what am I good for if not business? But yeah, with that being said, I talked with him. One, he said he'd be interested in picking up anything we get from the ruins, so keep an eye out for good stuff. He'll probably give us a fair shake on the price, but
Did
two,
he say why he was interested?
from what I understand, he's sort of a middleman. So he's got people looking to buy things, and then he collects them via purchases and then sells them to those third parties. So middleman type beat, but good thing. And while I'd want to test this before we send anything over it, potentially he has a box that can like magically transport items places, which I guess would make sense given the nature of his business, and he has put that on offer for us to use if we do find the cure to send that back to autoclave, so we won't necessarily have to wait all the way to get back to get them the cure. I'll probably use some looms to get in contact with Seymore or Elro 1 once we get closer to that. 1, let them know the status of things, but 2, to have them make sure to keep an eye out for that.
Sounds good.
I wonder if I just made the cure.
I mean, do we have... Wait, made the cure?
You little burp potion?
Yeah, I don't know if
I
I
mean,
call
we've
that
seen-
a cure.
We've seen what dye fire does to the crawling dust.
Yeah,
I mean,
but do we
yeah,
really
do
want to
we-
risk pointing your burpy,
Wait.
vaporizedy laser mouth?
Wait,
No,
does anyone-
no. I'm talking about the potion itself.
No,
No,
does
we gotta be able
anyone-
to give it to children.
Wait. Oh, roll the tape back. Does anyone have, like, any vials or anything from Pelk still? I know there were some with the dust
Oh,
there. Do we
yeah,
still
I
have
Yeah,
have
it?
Rod should still
I
have it.
I have
Oh.
I have 2 mysterious vials.
Do you want to give that a little tester right now? Just pour a little into one of the vials, see how that reacts?
Oh, I thought you were gonna suggest I drink the vial.
No. I mean, if you want to, you can.
No.
I was suggesting a
God,
more
no.
contained, non-health risking method, but hey.
Don't worry, I have
no,
an apple jelly. I feel like we could do
Yeah.
this.
Out of your idea, I'm gonna pour like a drop of the dye fire potion into one of the vials, just to kind of see what it does.
Didn't you put it get a different vial so you don't have to use all of one vial?
What?
You only have a limited amount of it.
We're
I have
going
I have
to-
2 mysterious vials.
To be fair, we're also literally going to where the vials came from. We'll have a chance to get more.
And I still have
Hopefully.
an extra one. And we're trying to find a cure. If anything, we're using them for what we want to use them for.
Yep.
So as a drop falls into the vial, as soon as it touches the crawling dusk, it freaks out. And you hear it like muffled by the glass, granted, but it screeches and seems to stretch and push itself against the vial to try to get away from this small droplet. It even morphs around it, lets it fall to the bottom, and now the dusk is all congealed at the top.
Give it a shake.
That was
I'm gonna shake it, try to shake that drop into the dust.
Give it a swig, see if it worked.
You see, it does touch it occasionally, but the dusk is doing a good job at skirting around, because it as it splits and like stretches and webs its way around. But the parts that it does touch, you see it just vaporize.
Okay.
All right. Is that?
So potential cure. Also, this thing is alive.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like the symbiote from Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
How else is it gonna crawl?
This venom. Drink it.
I mean, I
You'll
guess
turn
that's
into
a
venom.
fair point there, Fenro. Hey, I got a serious question for you, Sawyer.
Yeah.
Hypothetically speaking, if I were to directly, purposefully contact the crawling dusk onto me, and then we try out that potion on a willing subject, i.e. myself, if it doesn't work, would you be willing to expend an orb, since we know that works?
Sure.
Shouldn't we try to find
actually,
somebody that
it-
already has the infection here instead of infecting somebody else?
No, I don't see any way this could go wrong.
Oh, okay.
Before we do that,
possibly go
though,
wrong?
Baggi, I do want to remind you, while the orb did cure the dusk, it did also kind of obliterate that creature.
No, but
no, that
it
creature
could possibly
was-
go wrong.
The
Same
creature, the
talking
creature
about
that we
Fenro.
used it on, was heavily afflicted. I'm not talking about getting myself heavily afflicted. I want to end up lightly like Fenro was when we hit him with the orb and it cured him, because that's what we're looking for. I'm not sure we're gonna even be able to find a heavily afflicted cure, because that seems like it's a too far gone point. But for the lightly afflicted, which like Fenro and the folks back town that aren't the Golden Tail, we may have a cure in that, and I'm willing to give it a test run, if
Alright.
nothing else.
Let's go ahead then.
But that's with the condition that we have the backup plan of the Die Fire, which we do know to cure lightly afflicted without killing them.
Of course, I got plenty of orbs for that.
Alright then. Hand me the goop.
I hand her the cube.
Baggy's gonna pour some on her.
Okay. Roll me a constitution check, I believe.
Wait, on or like
Saving
drink?
throw or
Hold up.
Are you pouring it on
Here
you
it
or are you
is.
drinking it?
Yeah.
what happened to Fenro?
Constitution.
Was it on Fenro? Did you ingest it or did it just like plop
Nah,
on your skin?
like slapped all over myself. I
All
wasn't
right,
happy
so yeah.
about it.
Well, it grabbed him though, kind of injecting itself
Yeah.
into it. I thought I thought. Or am I just misunderstood?
All right, so Constitution check or saving throw, Mitch.
Saving throw.
All right. Well, here we go.
Okay, so Baggi just is immune to it.
Yeah.
Did this just not
Baggi.
work?
It didn't. It absolutely didn't. I don't know how much you poured on there, but immediately it may be. I don't know. Maybe it has something to
It's
do
the
with the.
magic in the
Baggi got the fucking
scarf.
vaccine.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Maybe it has something to do with the magic emanating from, the weave of your scarf. But it just kind of gets brushed off and falls to the ground.
What?
I knew
Yeah.
Baggi was that funny.
Well, I tried.
Instead of the scarf, can we just blame it on Baggi's immune system?
I guess I just ain't really, taking to catching afflictions anymore.
Oh,
Here,
my
I'll
God.
try it since I know I'm not. I'll die.
Let everyone in the party be immune to crawling dusk.
You don't necessarily have to pour out
Immunity
more.
now built up.
If you kind of reach out your hand and grab the bare dusk that is on.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch the earth and grab the dusk in my fist.
Hey, heck yeah. Roll me a Constitution save.
Let's go.
He gets a nat one and dies on the spot.
Nah, see that's a reasonable roll.
Rod, you punch it and it kind of just gets like squished, and
Oh my
you
fucking God.
bring back up your fist, and there's a little bit like of residue, kind of almost ashen residue on your knuckle, but it didn't stick.
killed
and
it.
It didn't. Yeah, it didn't
Oh
go
my
in.
God.
It just kind of like is
Alright.
riding.
Rod's so
Let me give
strong.
it a shot. Let me give it a shot. I will say, I have advantage on disease rolls, so
You do.
No,
you do.
can you turn it off?
can I turn off my immunity to disease?
Oh no.
I swear to God.
Let's
we
see
can't
it.
even
Let's see
test
it.
this.
Alright.
Oh my!
Advantage.
Advantage.
Yep.
No, but if you're trying to get it infected, wouldn't that like do something to turning that
Okay,
off?
No.
What possibility would there be? Somebody
Oh my
coughs in my
God.
face, and I'm like, okay, get me sick. I'm not gonna be able to suppress
You-
my immune system like a Naruto character.
No, like
Unfortunately,
someone
Constitution is not
someone
something
coughs-
that you can like
Oh my fucking God!
mitigate.
Everyone just immune? Is everyone just have the?
Well, hey, Sawyer.
the
Sounds like
antigens.
it's your turn.
One left, Sawyer.
Oh my fucking
The antibodies.
Fenro's had it before. He's got the immunity now. Rod's just so strong. He punched it and it died.
I will say, just to like,
I'm gonna take one for the team, and to make sure I get infected, I am sipping a small bit of the vial.
You drink it. Okay.
A little bit. I will say a little bit
of the vial itself.
Well, that's what it is.
Do you take a sip from the vial that she handed you, that Pipide gave you back, or of just the straight crawling dusk?
Well, I first drink we're trying to test to see if the vial helps.
I know. Well, what I'm saying though is that the one that she gave you, she told you that this is a purified version of it, which means it will infect anyone that drinks it, with no save involved.
So
are you talking about the poison?
Yeah. When you gave
Pipide, the mysterious vial.
When you gave Pipide the goop, the Fenro goop, she handed it back and said that this poison like will infect like whatever the property is of that of the dusk. It's it's in this purified state. If somebody drinks it, it will infect them.
No, I'm not drinking the poison. That's for a different day. I'm drinking the mysterious vial.
Okay, then roll me Constitution. Okay, it goes through. Booyah!
Yeah.
You feel.
Do I feel any?
Yeah, you feel like when you drink it in your throat. If you've ever had bad allergies to the point where mucus kind of coats the inner layer of your throat, that's what it feels like, except it's also moving. And it slowly like seeps into your throat. It doesn't go down to your stomach, it like seeps into the walls and then travels like down your bloodstream, essentially.
I feel sick.
It is a horrific feeling. It's gross. It's awful. And you immediately begin coughing.
Okay, and then I am now taking a little, not a sip, but like a kind of a more of a swig kind of deal of the die fire potion.
Right on. Roll me a D100. Okay.
I will say I am like drinking a higher volume of what I did before, if that does anything.
Okay, good deal. Yeah, immediately as you drink, it goes down to your stomach, and again kind of leaves this empty feeling within your stomach. But along with that, it seems to cleanse you, right? Make you feel as though all that is within you, like all the various parts of the system of your body, have just gotten like a wash, like a clean wash, as you open up your eyes and mouth and ears, and each of them shine forth a pale white light that fires forth in a beam, and cleanses you of the crawling dusk.
Oh.
How you feeling, Sawyer?
I feel great. And after I say that, I do a large belch into the sky.
Now, the question here is, now we did it on both of us pretty fast. Would that actually work on somebody who's been infected with crawling dust for a while and has let it take its course?
I mean,
That's
from
a good
what we
point.
understand, there's like the smaller infliction, which is what y'all got, and to my knowledge, at least last we saw, what those townsfolk, the kids have. Now, whether that's still the case for them, who's to say? We know for the fact it's not the case for Hell and Tolgi. But you know,
I'd say the next step is probably to find somebody who's been fully infected and see if it works on them.
See, I feel like we could have done that from the get-go.
Yeah, probably a smarter idea, right? And not
I mean,
necessarily, but
It's called experimenting.
The thing is, we go to someone who's more infected and it boils them like it did with that one creature on the ship. That's now just a murder we committed.
Sounds like a law whoops kind of thing. I don't really feel like that's a. No, we gotta save people.
I am gonna turn to Pippiday and hand her another dye fire orb and kind of like ask for another jug.
She goes, "Oh, you will like this. Here you go." And she tosses it in the air. Bends like sideways again. And the mouth opens. And again, like it fires up, and you see like a bright light shine forth from the openings in this stone creature. The inner workings fire up and seem to go a mile a minute before fills up another jug for you.
You are amazing.
Hey,
It's all his doing.
Twinkle.
Yes?
I don't know how like into gossip around town you are, but do you know if anyone's got infected with the Dusk from traveling to the Denier ruins as of late? Like that's maybe holed up here?
Not that I know of. Imagine if they were, they would be keeping to themselves.
So that's kind of what I was figuring, given I hadn't really heard nothing about it. And this ain't exactly a large town where something like that goes unnoticed.
I just came up with an elaborate scheme to find out if anybody is infected with the crawling dust.
Yeah.
Infect the water supply, and then everybody will be infected.
No.
That's a good idea.
The 3 bees perform, and they sing a song that goes along the lines of, "If you're infected with the crawling dust, clap your hands."
It's genius.
I mean, we could
Fenro
probably narrow it
claps his
down to
hands.
anybody that's been in the ruins.
Oh yeah.
Or
That's
anybody
the
that
thing.
claps their hands.
So then I guess second question for you, Twinkle. Anyone that lives like in town or at least is currently here been to the ruins anytime recently?
I believe, well, I've seen the penguin chap leave, but he came back too recently to have gone all the way to the ruins.
You talking about
Frankly,
Pie
Ripped
down
one or
in the
the one up-
south, or?
Oh,
with the little
goodness
hat
no.
on.
Or the
Goodness no.
tribal.
No, I'm talking about, what was his name? Club.
This one.
His name is Club?
Mm-hmm.
That's adorable. This one.
Yes.
So you're just gonna walk up, club.
He
He
has like a fish on a stick that he's like roasting over the fire. And he sees you guys approach and is like, "Oh hey, what's up?"
Sawyer is going to just flat out ask,
I'll be back
"Do
later.
you
Twinkle.
have the crawling dusk?"
It's for science.
It's
I don't have it myself.
I would like to insight check that.
All right, go ahead.
It appears to be a penguin.
His
Yeah,
name
you're
is
still
Ted.
you're still suspicious. He seems to not be fully forthcoming about his crawling dusk status. Seemed to just brush it off. Says, I don't know anything about crawling dusk, but I do know my siblings are headed in that direction.
Oh snap! I forgot something.
Oh,
Hey Twinkle, you want a Gordles candy?
oh, well,
Goidles?
yes. What is it?
There you go, have one.
Goidles. Okay.
Don't worry about it. Here's a little candy.
Yo, wait. Speaking of goidles, actually, I'm gonna make my way back up to goidles.
And you see, like, he's doing that cat thing where they, like, stick their tongue out a lot. They're like,
Yeah.
He's like, this is quite good.
Right? That's what I was saying. I thought you would like it. You know, I have this whole bag, so I figured I'd share them. Right?
Well, thank you. That means a lot.
All right. Yeah. See you. I gotta go.
Right. And he goes back to strumming.
While that's happening,
Right, sorry about that.
I'm making my way up to goidles.
Okay.
I got a question for goidles.
All right, cool. We'll finish up here first. There he goes.
Okay.
But yeah, my siblings are headed in that direction. I don't think anybody here has the Dusk thing. We would probably know about it. There was a guy that had it. But he kind of just pieced out. Went back to his hometown, I think.
Is that common for people to get sick and leave?
It's not super common for people to get sick in general. Unless it's like a cold, it's cold up here. That's other people's problems, though. I'm a penguin. Ha!
You do look like a penguin.
Yeah.
Cheers to that, brother.
But yeah, are you guys heading to the Denier ruins?
We are.
Heading up to, into the heart of Ventralum. If you see my siblings, could you check on them? They're trying to find our youngest brother, and our youngest is a little bit different, right? He's not.
Is he not a penguin?
I mean, if you find him, he's a penguin. He is. He like winks at you.
I'm an insight check that.
I think I get where you're going with that. You got it. I'll keep an eye out for him.
We got worried about him. He kept leaving, at night for like a week straight, and then he'd return early in the morning and just sleep for a long time. But he always returned. But now he's been missing for like 3 days. So my siblings they're more the adventuring type. They went out and searching for him. Just if you come across him, just tell him to come home. And if you see my siblings, check in on them, make sure they're good. They're probably fine, but
Yeah, I'm sure they're fine.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
Hey, thanks a lot. You want some fish?
Yes.
Sure.
All right, cool. Once I'm done with this one, I'll kick you up some.
Much appreciated.
Hey, yeah, we share what we can here, unless we're those blokes in the I don't know, in the east corner.
Yeah, they
Those
look
guys
like
are
trouble.
assholes. I offered them a fish. They slapped the fish onto the ground. I had to cook
Who
it all
slaps
over
a
again.
fish?
Right?
Yeah, you slept with a fish, you don't slap the fish.
Yes.
That's
yes.
not right.
Yes. You there? You know.
Well, I will. I'll be right back for that fish. I'm gonna go see if I can find old Howler. See what he's up to.
Okie dokes.
You know who old Howler is?
I was heading down there too.
I
guess I
heard
gotta see Pie.
he does
I am
say
going to
he does say I've heard stories.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, I mean Old Howler,
About the-
my dad, they go back.
Oh, so your dad's pie.
Yeah.
Right, that makes sense.
We've lived here ever since my old pops crashed here.
Oh, like actually crashed?
Yeah, no, big time. They got like attacked, a little out on the water.
I get it.
My pops was like the only one that survived. I don't know the whole story, and he tells it better than I do. But yeah, he old Howler was one of the first ones that came to help us out and get the place settled. He, kind of helped found this place.
Wow, that's great. Well, if you want to meet him, I think he's probably somewhere around here, so just letting you know.
All right, send him over if he wants a fish, but I got fish to cook.
Fair enough. All right, I'll see you later.
Hey, later. Fen, what was your name?
Oh, Fenro.
Fenro. Cool. But yeah, you go to Goyle's. Also, sorry, Rod.
I got a dip.
Got a dip. Right on.
All right. See ya. Have a good night.
Nathaniel.
Thanks for playing, Nate. Love you bunches, man. Good luck with the meeting.
Thank you so much. It's always fun.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Oh, well.
Catch me up.
Will do.
Yeah.
Love you. Love you guys.
Mwah.
Much love. Goodbye.
Hey, Goidles.
There's no response.
Goidles? Oh, shoot. Wrong statue. Goidles. Don't make me poke you. Okay, I poked him.
All right, you have to bop him, a little bit hard, but eventually the statue breaks, and he pops out again. It's like, hey, what's going on, huh? What's up? What you need?
I gotta ask you a question.
Okay.
You get around, right?
Yeah, I do.
Would you happen to know of anybody currently on the island that might be afflicted by the crawling dusk?
Somebody's afflicted by the crawling dusk.
I think I might have found a cure, and I need to find someone to test it on.
Need somebody's to test it on. Okay. I seen a couple of cocoons on my way here. Seems like they were a little, all the way gone, if you know what I mean. Didn't quite make it back. So
Would you know of any that aren't all the way gone, but have maybe?
Nah, I think
had it for a little bit.
I think all the ones that had caught it when they went to go explore, they didn't make it back.
Darn. Nope, that's all I had to ask.
Okay, I'll let you know though if I sees anybody with it.
Good stuff, thank you.
Hey, what do you think of this one?
That's cool.
I know, right? I try to go fancy on this one.
Oh, I'm gonna show him my loot that I just bought. I'll play him a little number.
Hey, that's a fancy loot right there.
Check this out.
Ooh. Ooh. Who is right? I've never heard a loot player better than yous. Good jobs.
Thank you.
I
You know, me and the
appreciate
boys started a bit of a band.
It is?
Yeah. You come see us sometime.
Right on, I might be your first sponsors.
Oh. We can definitely use one of those.
If they're as impressive as your loot plans, then I think we're in good business.
Well, I'll contact you.
Alright, sounds good.
Have a good one.
But
I just
yeah,
unintentionally got the band a sponsor.
true. I would say at this point, everyone will probably be heading towards settling down, right? Will you stay the night here, or will you head straight on?
Probably stay the night just to make sure we're all good to go, get everything. At least I would think.
Yeah.
I want to speak for the group as a whole.
Oh, that's
but
right.
also, I think Fenro and I still want to talk to Pi and Old Howler before we fully wrap up.
Ah, that's right. True. So yeah, you come to the edge here. This guy, like Pi, you see him in the photo there, right? He's perfectly in that position. Like just standing in the water, staring out into the ocean.
What a legend.
And you see Old Howler, and he's not really saying a word. Old Howler's just kind of leaning against the tub there and just like going, oh yeah, and then we were hanging out, and I tried to wrestle him, I put her down, and it was a pretty cool time. We've been hanging. I got little Howler here, and he's giving me coming in. I got to meet some really cool folks, and here they come now. What's up, Fenro? They're going back. What's going on?
Yeah, Old Howler.
Hey, howdy, Old Howler.
Figured one, we'd check in on you, but two, only seemed proper to say hi to Pi. Heard you're the elder around these parts. Might as well thank you for the hospitality while we're here.
I am the elder.
It's a real nice place you got here, certainly. Especially after the long trip it took us to get here, it's nice to have a little place to rest for the night. A little more homey.
Yes, I made this place. Sorry. I'm trying to hold his accent.
I was really hoping he talks just as illegible as, like, incomprehensible as Old Howler.
Honestly, we might go with that. He goes, I made this place. Gotta bring it. I made
You did a great job. Pirate Island really has a reputation that precedes itself, but the real thing's really just a sight to behold.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, thank you for letting us stick around, and I need to thank you again, Old Howler. You really helped us out a lot on that boat.
Hey, it's been a pleasure, man.
Hey, don't forget about Lil Howler.
Well, of course, Lil Howler kept me nice and occupied playing cards. He's got quite the future ahead of him as a card shark, Old Howler. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. More than you know.
Well, hey, we just wanted to stop in, say our thanks, and say hi to you.
Meet up with Pi.
We should
you find my son. Send him home.
Oh yeah, your other son. I met your son here, or grandson. Yeah, son. Here, and he offered me a fish, so you know, seems like a swell guy.
He cooks good fish. Bring me one.
Yeah, you got it. Sure. I'll let him know that you want one.
Yeah, no, we can get that for you, no problem. Well, hey, once again, thanks.
This penguin is the most intimidating thing I've ever seen.
I know, right?
You've seen the face of death, and that penguin scares you.
You know, he was once a really great pirate. We called him dang boy.
Well, I'm gonna go grab that fish for you, Pi. Great to see you again, Old Howler.
Call him the Bishop Flipper. Captain Boyd, he was a dare on the seas. Really good pirate.
Oh, I'm sure.
Wow.
You ain't get to be the elder of a place called Pirate Island without being a feared pirate. I'm sure he was quite respectable and feared in his day. Not to say he isn't still. You can clearly tell he's still got quite a bit of power, just like yourself.
You bet. I was gonna say. That's where it ends too. He just stops after that.
Baggy's gonna walk with Fenro.
Fenro gives little Howler a pat on the head and then heads out.
While they're walking back, Baggy's like, "Oh yeah, Fenro, it's called What the Dog Doing?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Study on canines, apparently, by someone named Jerma J. Banana."
Oh. Sounds interesting. I mean, I'd love to read it just to see if I can learn anything about, training a dog or something like that.
I mean, that's kind of why I was bringing it up. You seem like a little bit more inclined to animals than myself.
Yeah.
Here. Baggy's gonna hand him the fucking heavy book.
It does have some weight to it.
As Sawyer has
How much weight?
Animal companions.
There's a lot of dog photos.
I mean, yeah, but, Baggy is more given to helping out Fenro.
Hey,
Fuck.
your dad actually wanted a fish. You got an extra.
Oh yeah? Okay. Yeah, I'll go get him a fish. He's probably hungry by now. I appreciate that.
How long has he been standing in that tub? Do you do that all day?
Yeah. He's oh man, he's been there for a couple centuries. Has it been a couple centuries?
What?
Dang.
Does he ever move? Like, does he just pose like that?
Yeah, no, he's just posted up. I mean, if you go up to him, he'll talk a little bit, but he's just there, man.
Wow, that's actually incredible. I didn't know that it was that kind of that long.
He's got some kind of post-traumatic stress over what happened in the waters that day. 'Cause, he was a really big feared pirate, but a big event happened. I can't get the story straight. Yeah, he was called the Abyssal Flipper. Real terror on the seas, supposedly, but he only remembers so much and so many details. On one occasion, it was he fought a kraken, wrestled it himself. There was another that he was saved by something called an Esther that swooped in to save him, and they had this big romance, and then once they parted ways, he was never able to love again. There's a bunch of stories like that. I'm not sure which one is the right one.
That was so depressing.
But he's but he stares out there, remembering. I assume it's been a long time.
Well, yeah, that seems like a
sometimes
while.
Moving on is hard.
Hey, your fish is done.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I mean, have it
seasoned perfectly.
Oh shoot! Thank you. I put a lot of work into the old fish cooking. It's most of what we got here. So, and penguins, we like our fish.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. They're pretty good.
Hi. It's been nice meeting you. I don't think I caught your name.
Oh, me? I'm Club.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Club.
Yeah. You are?
Oh, I'm Baggy.
Baggi.
My pen just died. God damn it.
Oh, man. Yeah, I got a spare.
Well,
no, I'm just kidding. Pulls it out of a fish.
But yeah, no, it was nice meeting you. Your dad, real interesting fella.
Real impressive.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, there's
Him
some
and
stories about
him
that.
and old Howler, yeah. Yeah, just nice meeting you. I am gonna turn in and get a little rest before we head out for the journey tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a
So,
good idea.
how
The
much
trek
time
over
before the
there
journey?
is a tough one.
What time of day is it now, Mitch?
I'd say, you know, at this point, getting towards nighttime.
Alright, so...
I'm gonna make sure I have enough time, like, at least 4 hours, so I can get a full rest in. But before then, I'm gonna be jamming out with Twinkle.
I
Oh,
do
heck
also
yeah.
want to get my full rest. I need my spell slots back after someone refused my healing.
You made it weird. I don't blame him.
Yeah,
I didn't do it in a seductive way.
You winked at him. That's seductive.
That's
No,
just
it's not.
intrinsically seductive, yeah. Alright, so that's a full-on long rest. That will be heading. Which also means, Mitch, for next time... Just a fun thing to think about, Mitch, for next session.
Oh?
We will be sleeping. There is someone whose dreams we need to enter still.
I was gonna ask if you wanted to do that tonight, or if you wanted to wait until the beginning of the next.
I honestly don't have anything left. It's up to everyone else. I don't mind one or the other.
I'd say save it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
think
Good
we've
to
been
have
going
everyone
on
here
for a
Yep.
good while.
I am gonna go ahead though, just so I don't forget. Roll my d4 for the recharge on the bracers.
Heck yeah. Well, what will happen on the journey to Vardenwald? Right, as they cross the icy landscapes of Ventraloom, will they be able to find the penguin brother? How will Kenta and Yagi and Perry and Gleam's quest go, along with our crews? Will they be able to find the cure to the crawling dusk and bring it back in time to save little Melody? Wait,
So Howler?
no, hang on.
No.
Her name was
Could be.
Honor, my bad. Little Honor. The tiefling daughter. That is sick.
Right.
And yeah, we'll get into that journey, and hopefully the dungeon of Vardenwald itself come next session, and we'll finally get to take a look into Little Howler's psyche, see if we can learn a little bit more about who he actually is.
I'm so excited.
Exciting.
I did have, I do have something prepared for it. I was hoping we'd get to it this session, but I didn't expect.
I think
the
with
people
everyone
needing to head on.
Yeah. With everyone having skedaddle, it's probably best since that's going to be a fun one.
And I let this one run a little bit long. I was gonna try to speed it along if I don't know if everybody had been able to stay, but yeah, I hope regardless that this little intermediary session was still a good time.
It was a lot of fun. No, yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. I will tell you the second person I'm picking.
Oh?
Because I get 2 people. Just give you a little heads up.
Okay.
Obviously me.
No. We already did you. It's Twinkle.
Okay.
We're
Good
going
stuff.
into Bingus Bard.
Alright, I'm gonna make a note of that.
What the hell is a Bingus?
Mitch.
Anyway.
That was the perfect response, Coleman.
Mitch, I need to
I was
discuss the
thinking.
logistics of a plan.
Fenro
I
does
have.
not know what the hell a bingus is.
Okay.
Also, yeah, after that, I got a few questions for you too, Mitch, if you got time.
Yeah, I do.
Alright.
So
I'm gonna head
That
to
is
bed.
yeah, that is
Good
the end of the
night,
session.
Cole.
Night,
Yep.
Cole.
Thank
Sleep
you,
tight.
Mitch.
I'm
Yeah.